Welcome, boys and ghouls, to Double Impact Halloween.
Oh, you men are all alike. 7 or 8 quick ones and you're off with the boys to boast and brag. You better keep your mouth shut. Oh, I think I love him.
I don't think that's a good idea, sir. Well, for once, Commander Cole and I are in total agreement, sir. By the way, I do have 50 gallons of bouillabaisse that I need to prepare by tomorrow.
My birthday.
Yes, sir, I could do the cheeseburger routine.
No, it's not for me. It's the crew. They really love that stuff. So we'll
Round one, fight! Come on, you ape! You want to live forever? Hey everybody, this is Dean Cain, and you are watching Double Impact with Gabe, Shanth, and Jericho Green. And so am I.
Welcome, Friday the 13th, guys. Here we are. Yes, we had a little technical difficulty on Wednesday, but we're here, guys, and we're here for you, and it's going to be a great one. We mixed it up tonight. It was supposed to be Psycho, but how can we not do Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th? Welcome in the panel, the great, the amazing, the funny Jericho Green, and the awesome Shantan Jetty. How you doing, gentlemen? Bomba clap.
Yeah.
Great.
Feel like Steven Seagal and songs from the Crystal Cave album.
That's right.
Me want the punani.
He does. He does want that.
Who doesn't want the punani?
He should He should change that letter to we instead of me, right?
He's a good singer. He sounds good. I don't know why people are hating on that. It's fucking hilarious. But hey, he sounds good.
Yeah. He makes it happen, man. I got to tell you, I think this is one of those stars aligning kind of crazy things, because when we started doing this, shout out, Chuck, we were talking about doing Friday the 13th. We're like, we're going to do this. And then hijinks ensued. And we were like, let's do it on Friday. And then I went, it's Friday the 13th. Are you kidding me? So
right.
I love it when a plan comes together.
That's right.
I love it when a plan comes together.
It's destiny.
Hey, speaking of Steven Seagal, I know people kind of laugh at him now. He's the butt of a lot of jokes now.
And I will never back down from that. I love that man.
But if Steven Seagal was a friend of yours and you went out,
he's a friend of mine. We're very good friends.
Well,
That's right.
okay.
He just doesn't know it yet.
How about this? Since Steven Seagal is a friend of yours, if you guys were out and some dudes got rowdy and you and your boy Steven Seagal had to square off with them,
Damn.
I would be very confident. I'd be like, yeah, Steven, let's
Just
go.
back to back, both ready to rock.
He still got it, man. Steven Seagal still got it, especially against the average Joe. You're getting fucked up real bad.
If he doesn't get down on his knees though first, then I don't want to see it. Like I want to go, come on, come here, come my heart out.
Come get some.
Come get. And then I want him to look at me and go, "Yo, sticks!" And I want to go.
Back to back. I'd be like,
clack.
Steve, hey, Steve, let's take him to the bank. And he looks at me and goes like, the blood bank. You know, and there you go.
Then you know you're winning.
That's right.
That's right.
I know you. Oh man, Steven. We gotta get back into Steven. He still has some gems out there.
Yeah,
he does.
I mean, he did a stint in the early 2000s with a couple rappers.
DMX, Exit Wounds,
DMX and Ja Rule, and he was doing some
Cradle to Grave.
Right. There's one where he's in prison wearing a do-rag, speaking a little streets.
Who's gonna say something? Huh?
Yeah.
Who's gonna walk?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
To an in-prison Steven Seagal and say, "I don't like the way you're talking."
We've done enough Seagal to all appreciate how much he vanishes into the role. So I actually didn't know in every movie we watched where Steven was. Yeah. I only saw the character.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, it's the way it is. Italian accent.
You want to know the most Steven Seagal thing I learned just recently? You can look this up. 1983's Never Say Never Again, James Bond, starring Sean Connery, in his final appearance as James Bond. Steven Seagal helped train Sean Connery for some of the martial arts in that. Not even kidding. Steven Seagal dislocated or broke Sean Connery's wrist training him to do that because, of course, he fucking did.
Yeah.
You know? So, hey, let me show you my wrist lock. Oh, what are you doing?
Damn it, ponytail. You a Highlander? That's where he got the idea for Highlander. That's where Sean Connery saw that ponytail and he went, there it is. That's it.
You stupid Japanese son of a bitch.
Yeah, so we did a last-minute watch of Friday. I watched Friday the 13th last night. I'd never seen it before.
Yep.
And we're going to get to it in a second here. But first, let me give you a sales pitch, guys, because I love you guys. I want to offer you great stuff. This channel, it's funded by you. This whole business, Big Man Comics, it's not a scam, but this whole thing I've got going on here, it's funded by you guys because you guys are amazing. So please click the link in the description and go check out the amazing. No, don't check out the video. I already played the video. Come on, Gabe, get it together. Check out Dean Cain, All American Lawman. Guys, we are up to page 40 of completed inks because that's how I do it on crowdfunding. I get the money from you guys, and then, hey, check this crazy concept out. I finished the product and delivered on time. Wild, I know. So, Dean Cain, All American Lawman.
Well, different strokes for different folks, I mean, look.
You used it
part
against
of ordering
yourself.
something is getting it when the fuck you wanted it. I remember my wife ordered a Batgirl costume 5 years ago, and Amazon's like, yeah, you'll get it, a week before Halloween. And all of a sudden, she got an email it was going to be late, and then they told her it was going to be delivered November 1st.
Oh, right when you need it.
So it's not
Right
late. Not late. It's super early for next Halloween. Just think
It
of it
is.
that way.
It's perfect. Yeah, and
that's when you
I
need
will
it.
tell you that let me say one thing too, piggybacking on that. I just got the news 3 hours ago that the freight of the books coming from y'all's coast has been shipped and picked up by the shipper. So we are going to have a lot of stuff coming this way. And I want to say this too, is that this book is picking up steam. Every time somebody sees images from this book, I've been having that in the description on my channel when I play videos.
Right.
People are excited, man. Dean Cain, All American Lawman. Let's do it.
And I'll show you guys a couple pages, but click that link. Go get it tonight, please. Please support me tonight because you love good entertainment, and I love support, believe it or not. Right here, I keep them small so you don't get spoiled, but right up to there, you can at least read it. It says Dean Cain, All American Lawman, up to 40 inks complete. And we are just blazing on this thing. It's 110 pages long. I advertised it at 80. Then I ended up fully writing out the script from my plot and said, you know what? They deserve more. They deserve more greatness from me and Akeon and Dean. So, no, we had to make it longer to make the story fit, and I'm happy to do that for you guys. So we're up to 40 on the inks. I'm up to 20 on the colors. I'll be coloring some more. I'm also coloring Item 3 at the same time. We start off, bang!
Sorry.
Like
I love
every great 80s, 90s movie with a crazy action sequence. He's trying to get off this base that these cartel guys run. They have their own huge military base. And we get some awesome slaloming moves on the motorcycle here. Lots of rocket launchers, machine guns, all kinds of crazy crap like that. So please go check this out because people haven't seen all these pages before. I've shown snippets, but it's the first time he's showing all this. Where he slides into the hangar, they're threatening him, telling him to come out. And boy, does he come out. A little bit of say hello to my little friend with the A-10s.
Yeah.
Cannon. He just annihilates these guys.
Yeah,
And we're having a blast making that. So please check it out. What were you saying there, Sean?
Oh, no, I was just saying whenever I see somebody crash through, something on a motorcycle like a fence or a gate, I always think of that sequence from Passenger 57 where I feel like the guy on the bike almost lost it. The stuntman went through it. There was a big wobble going through that fence. But I love action movies like that. That's what we're here to celebrate. And for me, this and B-Flaw and all of the stuff you've got cooking is very on brand with everything we're doing here on this show, man. I love it. Love to see it.
Yeah. I don't remember Passenger 57. I saw it in the 90s. And I don't remember what you're talking about because I saw it
Wesley
when I was a kid.
Wesley
We'll have
Snipes.
to. We're eventually going to get into our Wesley month, like we always promised ourselves. We
Heck
will.
yeah, man. Elizabeth Hurley
Remember,
was in it too.
we talked about doing Brandon Lee forever, and then we finally did, and that's how we got to
Heck
African City.
Yeah.
Current
Cuba, Havana.
Seagal could help you defeat a buffet. Now, let me go in on buffets here for a minute. I hate buffets. You would think as a big, strong, 6'4", muscular, powerful man, requires a lot of fuel for this beautiful body, that I would like buffets, but no, I hate buffets. I hate the idea of people with all their stinky, sticky fingers touching the same tong. What's the fucking point of the tongs? Because you're going to touch the tong, right? Clean? No, they touched it. Then you touch the bread roll with your hand that touched the tong that the pig guy touched, who didn't.
Yep.
I saw him come out of that urinal and not wash his hands. You see that? I see that all the time. I hate buffets. Gentlemen, where do you stand on buffets? I think they're so gross.
A good buffet, not like some
Golden
country
Corral
road shit.
The Golden Corral.
A couple steps above that, but a nice buffet like in Vegas or something. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
I'll just sanitize my hands before I eat.
Ugh.
Yeah, when you go to a buffet, you see a lot of people with upside down pineapple shirts. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
no, we're
I
not.
think you know what I'm saying.
It's not like going to a restaurant, to a sit down restaurant, that all the chefs and waiters and stuff are all these clean, hyper, clean, like, OCD. They're disgusting too.
No, but it's a
All kinds of-
numbers game. How many people are touching the tongs for the pad thai compared to the chef and the waiter? It's just two people.
Yeah, but they can if the staff at the restaurant is extremely disgusting, they can kind of cut into the volume of the
You ever work at a
buffet
restaurant?
situation. No.
Oh,
Like
I come
fast
from
food.
a restaurant family. My family owned a restaurant on my mom's side, 50 years on the restaurant. My dad has been a gourmet chef, worked in country club restaurants forever. Wife used to be a waitress, like a lot of that. And there's a lot of fraternizing in the restaurant business. We'll put it that way. Everybody gets to know everybody in the restaurant for some reason. So
Yeah. So which is worse? 10 people ahead of you at the buffet, or getting jizz on your plate or something like that. Because
I'll let you figure out which one first.
some hua waitress is bringing your fucking plate. I'll go
Dude.
for the buffet.
Yeah, I mean,
You know where you never have to worry about jizz in your food? Pasta Mania, brother. We make sure there's none of that in your pasta sauce. The only thing that's in there is fresh tomato, garlic, olive oil, and a little bit of parsley, sprinkled in there by yours truly.
That's right, brother. All the waiters and waitresses, brother, before they go out with your plate, brother, we run a black light over their hands, brother. Make sure that you got zero jizz, brother.
Wouldn't you want to bet that if you went into a buffet with a black light, they'd tackle you at the door? Like, don't you dare.
Oakster, let me ask you, Oakster, has anyone ever tried to bring in a black light or a Geiger counter, any sort of measurement device into Pasta Mania? Do you allow those into your store?
I welcome it, brother. Everything's above board here, brother. No jizz on the waiters or the waitresses, brother.
Well, not on them. Maybe
Not on their
later.
hands, brother. I don't run it over their face, brother, or their lower back. Only the part that's going to touch that delicious semolina, brother.
What if you did run it over them and it happened to be on their face or wrist or something, knuckles?
As long as it's not on their hands, brother, then I'm having a heart-to-heart when they come back, brother.
Think about what you think about. It says only if you ask for it at Pasta Mania. I don't want to ask.
I give you what you want, brother. I gotta be able to ride down that highway, brother, on that red and yellow Harley with a clear mind, brother. I gotta give you everything you asked for at Pasta Mania, brother.
None the Miser says coming to CBS this fall, CSI Golden Corral.
A lot of black lights on that one.
All right, folks. Well, thank you for running a tight ship and keeping it clean and safe there. We'll bring you back later, but we got to get to Camp Crystal Lake soon.
Yeah, bye.
Oh, man.
Bye is the best.
Cool guy.
Oh, my God, man. It's so great.
Oh,
it's
my
so
goodness. Well,
Great. I mean, if you asked for it,
Oh, he's asking for Raider Hulk. There is no Pasta Mania at Raider Stadium.
that's disgusting.
Okay? It's never going to happen.
You might as well
Stop,
take a Duke on top of your pasta.
stop trying to make it happen.
Oh,
It's
no.
never going to happen. It's never going to happen.
You're seeing things, Diesel.
That's
You're
what
seeing
Diesel told
things
me.
now.
He told me that he saw Hulk Hogan with the Raider emblem on his chest one time.
Whoa.
Never.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, are you on one of those brownies again or something?
Yeah, that
like
was a fever dream. That wasn't
Yeah.
real.
That's right.
There's no Raider Hulk, bro. It's never going to happen.
Never.
Yep.
So
Like, what would that even? I don't even understand.
what would
What a
that?
Raider
What
Hulk
would that
was
even look like? Like a Raider Hulk?
Don't know.
What would that even
Don't
look
know.
like? You know?
It would. What would it look like? What would it sound like? It would
Right.
be an abomination.
Hey, vato, kids eat free on Tuesdays, they say. That'd be Raider Hulk.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to ride in my Impala 6'4", brother.
He's got a silver and black Impala.
Yeah. Where's my Jaina, brother?
This is
Hermano.
becoming.
Where's my Jaina, hermano?
Poor Diesel. He's having his delusions. Look, Pasta Maniacs is open and thriving in Raider Stadium, Holmes. Oh,
It's a damn lie.
poor
There's
Diesel.
lies and then there's damn lies.
He's just
That's a damn lie.
hallucinating on an entire restaurant in the bowels of Raider Stadium.
How dare
Go to
you,
the
sir?
doctor. If you go to the doctor's going to say, sir, where did you get all this peyote? Because it's coursing
Is-
through your blood.
Is Hulk Hogan with you here now, sir?
Right.
Do you
Is
see
that-
him in this
You
room?
see him anywhere. Point to where you see Mr. Hogan.
That's right.
It's over.
seen
He's
it.
in the corner. He's in the fucking corner. You're just kicking back with like one foot up on the wall, like he careful.
He's the downest fool.
He's the way down fool. That's what we call him. His nickname is Down Fool. Like, no, I don't have a dog in here named Fool, and I'm telling him like Down Fool, but like we call him Down Fool because he's all down fool.
Spun Bearing saying Pasta Mania went tits up. How dare you? It's the number one sponsor of this show. How dare you?
It can't go tits up. Not
Yeah.
he only has 50,000 pounds of rigatoni left, so
He's down to 50,000.
50 grams.
I wonder if
Almost
he can
there.
clear it out by the end of the year.
He has to.
He's got to get those
Gotta
books
believe.
straightened out for Q4, man. He's got to get his accounting done right.
He has to have all that rigatoni gone before the end of the year, because if
Do you
not,
know how far in arrears he is to Uncle Sam's? He needs the money.
he has to turn around. And if also he's on the hook for another 1.5 million if he doesn't.
Ugh,
And I don't
Yeah.
think the Hulkster could take that.
no.
He needs to get in the black. So good luck to
Jerry
you.
Judy is a bust and a bum. You got that right, Diesel. Jeez.
Is he on
we,
the?
got, we got a triangle of football here between me, Jericho, and Diesel. The Denver Broncos, my team and yours, have never been this bad, literally, in like 40, like since the 60s, like in 50 something years. They were the best team in professional sports from 1984 until 2015. The highest winning percentage, more than the Patriots, more than the San Antonio Spurs. They were the best pro sports team for 35 years or something like that. And they sold their soul to win that Super Bowl with Peyton Manning because they have not been right since.
No,
They're now worse than I can't believe how bad they are.
they suck.
It's insane. And I'm a hardcore fan. My family's hardcore fans. I don't watch anymore. Last year, I didn't watch. You couldn't get me to not watch the Broncos. I'll watch them now, like on a recorded version, Sunday night. It's like a half-hour version on the NFL Plus app.
But if they don't win, you don't want to see that shit.
I watched like 5 minutes. I fast forward to the end. I watched the last 5 minutes. Fuck these guys. So it's so bad. and the Raiders, the Raiders, they're sucking shit through a straw too, Diesel. So,
yeah, they beat the fucking Packers. Big deal.
Right.
Raiders ain't shit.
But I said 49ers best team in the league, and they would have won it last year. Purdy didn't blow his damn elbow out. So
well, he didn't do it on purpose. He didn't like, hey,
sure?
something to blow my elbow out.
Listen, let's hear both sides of this, Jericho.
No,
all right.
No. Had he stayed healthy, we would have beat the Eagles and we would have gone to the Super Bowl, beat the Chiefs too. But that's okay. We'll do it this year. 49ers are the best team.
Chiefs did not mollywop the Broncos, dude. It was 3-0 with like a 5 minutes to the second, and it was what 16-8 or something by the end.
Like 19-6.
Yeah,
or
that's not
like that.
When the Broncos are this bad. That was a very bad game by the Chiefs. Chiefs ain't winning it this year, and they shouldn't have won the Super Bowl. By the way, Michael, the refs bailed them out. The Eagles had them. They called that nonsense penalty. It was total trash.
Yeah,
total trash. And just so you know,
starting
Michael,
to sound like boxing fans.
Everyone hates the Chiefs. Everyone hates Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Everyone hates them. So enjoy.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. Nobody, but that's how bad it is for the Chiefs this year. That people are more focused on Taylor Swift up there.
What is the deal with her? She's not good at singing. She's
a pop star.
Dance. What is that?
Yeah,
she doesn't have to be. She has a better look at Britney Spears, Jennifer Lopez, Janet Jackson. Mediocre voice, but they can dance and they're pretty. She falls in that too, except her voice is a little bit better. But she writes pop songs. She writes songs that little 12-year-old girls love. Daddy, daddy, Kenny, daddy, daddy, daddy.
Is this what it's like for me to be 45? What are these kids listening to? What the hell are they doing?
Taylor Swift is singing the rap.
Yeah, that's not Taylor Swift. The Allman Brothers wrote that in 1971.
It's the acid rock. They're on the acid rock.
Give me Phil Collins and Genesis from like 1985, man. Come on. That's
Phil Collins, one of the greatest drummers ever.
Come on. In the Air Tonight, is that one of the greatest drum bits of all time?
Yeah, it could be.
It's in the mix.
Come on.
It could be. It's up
there.
Come
on.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, the 80s were a sweet spot, in time.
Culturally,
yeah. Like it.
We had all the modernity, right, post World War II, and we weren't woke yet. Because, see, now we have all the tech and all the modern stuff and CGI. We could do anything, and we have woke leftoids ruining all of it.
And
it's
we
like
had
going to a party, and some shithead orders the veggie tofu supreme pizza. So now there's not enough pepperoni pizza. And then you catch that fucking veggie person eating pepperoni and not touching the veggie.
No, you eat that bullshit.
Well, you fucking
eat that
choke on that whole
bullshit
thing before you even look at my pepperoni pizza.
You wanted all those twigs and shit on your pizza. You go fucking eat that shit.
Yeah, go eat your yard work pizza.
Yeah, that looks like the shit I just raked into a pile yesterday. But the 80s, we had some of the greatest entertainers of all time. They were still young.
Right.
They were still young back then. Like you mentioned, Phil Collins, Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, some of the greatest entertainers of all time were young back then.
Right.
So we had a level of entertainment and a level of like superstardom. Like Michael Jackson, okay, the Beatles. The Beatles are probably the closest thing to Michael Jackson as far as fame and popularity and reaction when you would go to a performance or in public. There's just nothing like it. That level of fame would do something to your brain. Now, of course, he was helped along with the abuse of his parents for decades. That didn't help.
Wait a second. Joe Jackson was a hero. No, never mind. No, it was, So Joe Jackson is sort of like, just imagine Friday the 13th, right? But scary. I mean, legitimately terrifying. Yeah, Joe Jackson was a scary man.
Yeah, and just that level of just mind-bending fame. Like you open your front door and stick your finger out. Oh my god, there he is. And you bring it back in and it's quiet. Like, just crazy. Because
can you imagine?
Oh my goodness.
I like being comic book famous. I go to Comic-Con. You were there, Jericho. They line up for autographs. Me and Air July sweating signing autographs. Then I go to the grocery store at my house. Leave me alone. I'm anonymous there. It's the perfect kind of famous.
You do not.
I've been there.
Yeah, you do not want that. It is like, I'm amazed when people chase that, because that's the kind of fame that starts chasing you, kids.
To be as famous as Michael Jackson,
you can't just go to Chili's with your wife and get unlimited chips and salsa.
Let's say
That's
like 19.
terrible.
Michael Jackson in 1985. This is post Thriller.
No,
this is just a level of fame that won't be seen again. There's no social media platform. Music's not what it once was as far as like album sales and stuff like that, because we're being torn in so many directions with entertainment and stimuli. But man, Michael Jackson, I mean, and it doesn't matter. He was so famous that famous people could lose their shit around him. He's like dignitaries.
Once you get tiger money, once you get tiger money, it's over.
Yeah, he had monkey money. Mike had monkey money.
Look, he's got a chip. What
tiger money ain't shit. He had monkey money. Come on now,
dude. Listen, of the two,
remember this?
There you go.
Like the day after he lost the election to Obama. Look at that look on his face. Like, let me pump my gas.
You piece of shit. I'm out. I'm out.
I have
Can we also say
poor opinion,
that guy?
And I'll tell you, this gas station, I drive by it all the time. I know that is on Pearl Street in La Jolla, right by Pizza on Pearl. I know exactly. There's a liquor store across the street called Dick's Liquor. Not even kidding. I know exactly where this gas station is.
That's what I'm talking about.
This guy's got a mansion right by where I live. So. But
it's funny when you see them looking more like a human being after, and you think maybe if you looked a little bit more like that when you ran,
you had a better chance. You fucking
just not looking.
Like maybe not because I support Trump, but maybe Trump, as in like for today's celebrity, would see something like a Beyonce, maybe somebody that's just super duper famous. But even then, it pales in comparison to Michael Jackson. It was just unreal.
Yeah, it must have been. I mean, just the simple joys of life. Like, I know I said Chili's, it's nothing fancy. Imagine you're just trying to get gas like Mitt Romney, and you're like, you know what? I want a hot dog. I'm a little hungry. You go into 7-Eleven after you pump the gas to get a damn hot dog with relish and mustard, and it takes 15 minutes to get out because people keep talking to you.
Yeah.
It would be hell. It would be hell that you can't do normal stuff. You need Scotch tape. You try to go to the art store to buy tape to tape a box at your house.
Or sit down and eat.
Yeah.
The restaurant, people are constantly looking at, look, he's over there. They're talking about you, pointing at you. Can I get a picture? Can I get a picture? Thank you so much. Oh,
here's
when you live in, I know there's some people who live in New York and LA. They have a culture there where when you see a celebrity, you're not supposed. If you live there and you see celebrities, you're not supposed to approach them. I remember going to Umami Burger at the Grove. That is such a LA thing for me to say. I was at Umami Burger at the Grove with my daughter when my daughter was doing a lot of comedy up in Hollywood. And we saw the Sklar brothers. They're twin brothers that do comedy. I love the Sklar brothers. And we saw one of them eating, obviously with like a baby and a woman. So it must have been his wife and child and all that. I was like, told my daughter, we're not talking to him. Let him eat. At the very end of my meal, my daughter waved from like 10 feet away, said, "We love you." And then just like turned around and left. It's like, let him eat. Like, don't. Can I have an autograph in the middle of your chicken fingers, please?
Yeah, it takes two. We have to behave, and they have to understand that you're going to get some of this. But yeah, when you see a man eating with his family and stuff, like, come on.
Jericho, I'm sorry about that. The thing is that when
I'll never forget that.
But what we're learning now, man, it's the same thing with social media. It's the same thing with this, that people can get so wrapped up in their head. You have to imagine that even with this little glimpse of being able to speak to the world and get on that stage, you watch people going completely insane.
Oh, yeah.
What it is like when you're someone like Michael Jackson, it's like everything is focused on you. You've got people who think everyone is thinking about them when they're not. Now honestly, like they can't stop. Like, it's the weirdest thing, it's crazy.
Said, don't stop till you get enough.
That's exactly. Don't stop till you get enough. Was that the old Southernism? You wouldn't worry about what people thought about you if you realized how seldom they did. It's one of my favorites. But these guys, people were thinking about them all the time, and they were obsessed with what they were doing.
Imagine you're in some soccer stadium in fucking Munich. And there's like 100,000 people there, and they're all crying. That's God. Creepy. Oh my God!
What's with the women that pass out and have to leave on a stretcher at a Michael Jackson?
Yeah, they like hand the unconscious body over to the medical staff, and he'll put his hand up there. Mike, they're screaming, and they just pass out.
That's a woman thing, though, right? I've never seen a guy pass out and go on the stretcher.
I'm
right?
sure there were some dudes over there like,
some fancy boy.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, just like clawing at you and ripping your clothes. It's not a calm, peaceful interaction with people. Usually they're so nuts, like they won't let you go, or they're squeezing you, or they're pulling on. Like that would just be insane. I remember seeing a video of Justin Bieber. This is a little bit his fault, a little bit on his part, because he should have rolled his window up. But he's leaving, and he gets in his Ferrari.
Your Honor. No, sorry, go ahead.
He's like, vroom, 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 and he's getting through this crowd of people, and this dude reaches in and just drags his hand across his neck like this, and he like pushed the guy's hand and like swung at him like, don't fucking touch me there. But yeah, of course that dude shouldn't have touched him. And if he got out of that car and beat the shit out of that dude, great. But dude, put your window up.
Listen, you just gave me a new disgusting fear, which is someone running their hand over my
right in his neck like that. That dude could have had something in his hand. I could have had a knife. Dude, I bet Justin Bieber was.
Have you guys seen the video of Tobey Maguire fighting with the paparazzi? Have you seen it?
No.
They got him cornered somewhere in LA. He's just like the shit I said. He's probably just trying to get a hot dog at 7-Eleven or just whatever, and they won't leave him alone. Poor guy. And he flips out, and people make fun of him for flipping out. But I would say no. I would say, leave the guy alone. It's completely insane. Here, hold on, let's see.
Dude, yeah, the paparazzi, they're all aggressive and shit.
Yeah, watch some of this.
Yelling at him. Oh, man.
He's trying to drive.
Let him go. You can't see.
We got you blocked.
Let him go. You can't see. You can't block him in, guys. It's against the law.
You ever seen that movie Paparazzi?
Guys, get back up. I can't see the car.
Okay, back up, guys. You can't see the car.
They got the fuck out of the way. I can't see. There are cars there, motherfucker. Get out of the way. They're stopping for you, dude.
We're blocking the car for you. Insane. Completely insane.
You guys ever seen that movie Paparazzi?
Yeah.
No.
The guy that looks like
it's an old movie, right?
He looks like a badass Bill Burr. He plays he's in that he does. He looks like a badass Bill Burr. His name's like Clint something, or what the fuck is, hold on. What is it?
It's tough. I like Bill Burr, man, but I got to tell you, man, best one-liner so far in that marriage has got to be Nia, man. Nia crushed it when somebody said these people were tweeting about Bill Burr, and somebody goes, "Hey, but his wife is black. I don't think you can call him a white supremacist." And then this guy, of course, white guy types back, goes, "Well, actually, sometimes it's the most racist." I'm sorry, you don't know what racism is. But the most racist people. And Nia replied to the guy, and she wrote, "Bitch, shut the fuck up." And sorry was the greatest response ever.
I remember listening to the Bill Burr, the Monday morning podcast.
Oh, back in the day, dude, like 10 years ago.
It was 2010 and 11.
Yep.
That's when I found it. I don't know how old it was at that point.
Yeah, that's when it was the best.
Because when I caught up on it, there were about 30 episodes, so he'd only been doing it for a few months. But I remember he had this hilarious segment that now that he's super mainstream, he can no longer do it because it's not politically correct. But it was he would read letters from fans, and he would invite them to ask him if something was racist or not. And he would introduce the segment by going, is it racist? And then he would read the letter, and it was always super racist, but it was written in a way where it was like, if I called my Chinese friend, like it was always something fucked up like that. And I thought he was super hilarious that way.
Dude, but Monday morning podcast was hilarious, man.
Yeah. I'm going to sound like a hipster right now, do a little bit of upspeak, but I like old Bill Burr. Mainstream Bill Burr, he's not. He has to watch what he says. It's not the same.
His wife messed his head up a little bit too. He's a little SJ.
I can't stand his wife. He started bringing her on the podcast. That woman doesn't have a funny bone in her body. Oof.
I don't know, man. I think I got to be honest with you, man. I've watched, because the only time I ever see anybody open up and really be themselves is when they're on Mike Tyson's podcast. So I watched Bill Burr on Tyson's podcast, and I think what it is it's parenthood is a big aspect of it, right? Like it's parenthood. Like since he's had, and people, talk about all that stuff and everything like that, but he goes a little bit into what his experiences were like. But imagine his situation. He's in this world he couldn't have imagined. It's not like he was from the mean streets of Boston. He grew up in the suburbs and all that stuff, but it was, it was what it was. And so I think that that definitely affects you. Like he's trying to process that energy that he's had with trying to like actually be happy. It was really funny. He's talking about how often he checks the doors that they're locked and stuff coming up, and just how he operates. But yeah, God bless him. He's a good dude. He's
those Monday morning podcasts from back in like 2011,
Legendary.
12, 13.
Yep.
Legendary.
Those are awesome, man.
I think like my top 3 greatest modern comedians, like in the last 30 years or maybe last 15 years, I don't know. Patrice O'Neill, Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle. Like to me, those are right now.
Chappelle's.
Rest in peace, Patrice O'Neill.
Bill Burr, he's one of the greats, man. Bill Burr,
one of the greats.
He's awesome, man. But that movie, Paparazzi, his name's Cole Hauser. That's his name. He looks like a badass Bill Burr, but I would put that Mel Gibson, Tom Sizemore's in it. I would definitely put this on our list in the future to do. It's 2004, so it's early 2000s, but it's a good movie.
Mel Gibson produced it, I think, during all the bullshit. I'm pretty sure he was the producer on it. And it's go ahead.
No, but that clip of Tobey Maguire that made me think of this, like it kind of gets into what that's like to deal with that. Go ahead.
It's nuts, man.
It just must be like, again, you're just trying to go about your normal life. I remember catching a video. It was like a TMZ clip of our friend of the show, Dean Cain, in a parking lot in LA somewhere in front of a Ralph's or a Vaughn's, whatever, it's a grocery store. And you remember Matt Leinart, the USC quarterback?
Yeah.
He was having he was a very high draft pick. I think he was number 1 or top 5 draft pick. And he was having trouble in Arizona. He was like, he was getting benched or thrown. They weren't winning. And did he have an attitude problem? Blah, blah, blah. And they're like, Dean's like loading the trunk of his car with food. And they're asking him does he think this kid is right and what this kid said in the media. And you can see how uncomfortable he is on his face. Like, I don't know. I wish him well. And it's like, why are you asking?
You want him to say?
Like, you want me to say something bad about the kid. I know. So it's
you want to say, oh, dude, he fucking sucks, man. That dude's a bust. That's what you want him to say. But no, that's fucked up. But that's what they do. They bait those people, and shit like that happens, where the dude can't even see. You're flashing 1,000 bulbs in his face. Right. He's trying to pull out onto the street. Like, what, you want him to splatter somebody so you get a good picture? Dude, that shit's crazy, man.
So we say all this to you guys, kids. If you're gonna be famous, be local Renaissance Fair famous or comic book famous, because you can still go to the gas station.
Yep,
that's the lesson for the day. Be local.
You don't want to be like,
local Ren Fair famous.
You don't want to like have a stalker be like that famous.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to get my groceries, guys. I should find a clip of that and add it to the beginning of our show. He's loading the car. And they're just like, "What do you think of Matt Leiter?" He's like, "I think he's a good kid,
Good luck to him.
Good luck.
Good luck, you prick." Poor Matt Leiter.
Right.
It didn't work out, but in college at USC, he was the fucking man. With
he was.
Bush, Lindell White. Yeah.
What a team that was, huh?
Yeah, like 03 to 05. Holy shit.
Right. Pete USC. Carroll, one of the great coaches of all time.
Yeah.
One more thing before we get to the movie, since we're on sports, we're all over the map here. Russell Wilson. Have you ever seen a surefire Hall of Famer, play his way out of the Hall of Fame? Because I think
what I love about Russell Wilson is, being the Seahawks quarterback for so long, me being a Niner fan, fuck him. But what's funny is seeing how awkward he is and those promos that he cuts.
Let's ride.
Broncos, let's ride.
Let's ride.
You got to be unlimited. I'm Mr. Unlimited. I love it, dude.
He's so crazy. How could you be what you would assume drafted by the Colorado Rockies and the Seattle Seahawks? 2 sports star like that, major league sports, 2 leagues want you, athletic, whatever, and you're like a beta male in your head, like a validation-seeking nice guy, and you're an elite athlete. How is that even possible?
It happens. You got to be unlimited.
Like Kevin Durant, like 7 feet tall, jump out the gym using burner accounts to get draining on Twitter.
Dude, draining a 7-footer draining threes.
And he's like
nobody's business.
A bitchy little mean girl.
Yeah.
What goes on? LeBron, same thing. LeBron is like built like Tarzan. He's got the personality of like a whiny little girl. Insane. It's insane.
they argue with like grown men over social media.
Oof.
It's a very girly thing to do.
Oof.
But you know, these guys, they're raised surrounded by and saturated in estrogen. So happens.
Ugh. Well,
anyway, nice segue.
Shant Andretti, the great Shant Andretti, and Sparrow is at the printer and it's headed your way right now, right?
Yeah, what we got right now is they're going to be dropping a giant pallet of the books off. It looks.
I thought you were going to say they'd be dropping a giant deuce.
They're going to be dropping a giant deuce and those Sparrow off. All right, let me tell you something. 100% pure.
Yeah.
One drop of this, your lawn green. There it is.
Forever.
Boom. Yeah, they cut the books down, and what was also really cool about it is that this is a pretty big printer actually on your coast. Apparently, the best coast is what I've been told.
West Coast, West Coast.
Yeah, I'm from Tennessee. The no coast is the put your dip in. So the thing is that they were cutting it down, and they said to me, they go, "We want to use this in our promotion. Is that all right with you?" And they do books for everybody. They do books for like Hollywood, all sorts of different places. They do books for film and famous photographers, and they're like, we want to use this book. So that's the kind of quality that we're putting into the production of this book, and they love it, and they want to use it for promotion. So that's how we roll here.
Is it going to be at my house? Because I want it, and I want to see
I'm bringing it to you by hand.
Okay.
So I'm going to show up in a nice blue sweater.
Oh.
And just a nice, kind of roll up and a nice short little haircut, little bob.
Like
and I'm
angry softball
Jason,
referee.
I hear you, and just put 2 in my chest. It's, it's a mercy. I mean, just
10X.
get it done.
10X,
help a brother out. I'm too far gone at that point, so it's over.
Oh.
But no, man. Yeah.
Speaking of
It's gonna be
comics
sweet.
and in your hand, my son asked me for my copy of Truth, Justice, American Way because he wants to read it.
Okay. He wants to read it
But
again,
I'm like,
huh?
well, I read it to him, but he wants to. He's a second grader, but he's at a 4th grade reading level, and he loves to read.
That's how we do
it. I'm like, all right, man. I was like, but you can't. Like, you have to treat this you have to be very careful with this. You can't throw it on the floor.
I can send more. I got a couple left. I can send another one.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to let him have it. Give him a little responsibility, but he really wants to read it. So.
All right. Well, it's a first printing, and I think at my house I have about 60 or 70 of them left, so they're pretty rare. There's not gonna. That's it.
I got 3 at my house. Let me tell you, and it's weird the coincidences we have, guys, because I'm also at a 4th grade reading level.
Oh, so that's where we connect.
Yeah, like we're like simpata something, right?
Right.
Yeah, sympathetis.
Yeah, man, like superlative or something, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I got supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah, it was supper time,
Where's my money or book? John, are you kidding or do I owe you something?
No, he's saying you're saying that when you asked Sean.
Oh, I didn't see the colon there. I am not at a 4th grade reading level, damn it.
Well, what screen were you guys watching?
Never missed the colon.
Wait, I didn't see a colon either. What the hell?
Never.
You're going to.
I feel that.
So I watched in the last week. I've watched Psycho and Friday the 13th with my wife. We don't watch horror movies because I never liked them. I wasn't allowed to watch them growing up, so I never got a likening, if I can make up a word for them. Never got a taste for them. And but we watched both this last week, and I thought Psycho was great. Friday the 13th was great at the end. Yeah. But my wife usually does what wives do. They fall asleep a half hour into the movie. She was wide awake for both of these.
Too scared.
Little scared. And
they're there for dates. Seriously, that's what these movies are for. They're dates movies, man.
Right, they get the woman close to you.
Yeah,
that's true. Because the natural role is the provider and protector, and this gets them nestled into you a little.
No, nowadays the guy's doing the jump scares into her lap.
Nowadays,
is he still there? Tell me when it's over. He's like, yeah, I'll let you know.
That's how it is when we watch a Bronco game. I dive into her lap and goes, Russell Wilson still throwing interceptions.
Is he still playing quarterback?
Did the Dolphins score again? Oh, God, make it stop.
Wow. Yeah, that's another. I don't know that whole football thing. It's more boxing. It's like the wife comes in. Who's winning? It's like, get out. I can't. I'm just saying, you can't, boxing's a little different.
It is
different kind of sport.
Who you got? We got in Jake Paul and Dylan Dennis. I know it's a crazy circus of a fight, but
I think boxing is going to lose.
Yeah, I'll tell you the losers.
I think it's I see your point because it doesn't honor boxing fully.
No, I'm cool with it.
It does build hype, which can't.
It does.
You know.
Listen. Okay, as an actual hardcore boxing fan, let me say this. I agree with pretty much with the same people, Mike Tyson. I think even Carl Froch has come around on this, which is the job is to get eyeballs on this, and people have to stop waiting for their promoters to do all the promotion and then wonder why they get screwed. You need to build your brand, you need to promote yourself, and you need to do things, and that's why these guys are making money. You can't just sit in the gym and hope it works out for you if you want to actually make money in the sport of boxing. It's craziness.
Especially with social media, you can create your own promotion.
In the day of social media, well, I was talking to my wife about this. We'll get to the movie in a second, but I want to talk about this because this is a very important part of what we're doing here. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw DC Comics movies fail because they wanted what Marvel had without the same path. They wanted the goal without the work. Marvel had the Thor movie, Captain America movie, Iron Man movie. They built the Avengers one at a time. Then they made an Avenger movie. That's great pattern recognition for the viewers. That's good art. So then those Avenger movies were hits. DC's like, let's just start with the Justice League movie, basically.
Yeah.
And they didn't do what Marvel did, and it bit them in the ass. They should have done a Flash movie and the Superman movie and a Wonder Woman movie and a Batman. And they should have done them all one at a time, right? So they wanted what Marvel had, but they didn't earn it. Then I saw in reverse, Disney. They saw what Netflix had with the streaming service and how successful it was. They're like, Disney Plus, we're Netflix now. They went to the end result without earning it over the years. You know what I mean? And I see people in crowdfunding, like comics and this and that. They want to be like Ethan Van Sciver, Eric July, but they don't build the audience. So it's like, this is what we're talking about, what you're saying about the boxing, and you got to get the eyeballs on it. So social media is your own responsibility, people. You got to build yours. So
I mean,
that's what we're all working on. You got to build it. If you want those results, like Eric July and Ethan and all those kind of guys, well, then you got to have channels like them and all that, and that takes hard work. Anyway, what were you saying, Sean?
No, I was saying at its height, my Instagram was at something like 38,000 subscribers back when, before Facebook, and you had to, earn it the hard way and put your artwork out there. And I came in there, nobody knowing me from any jobs, because largely I was a teacher. But I was doing a stream the other night, one of those late night, 4-hour streams, and I was talking, and I said, people wonder, they say, oh, you come out of nowhere and look at the success you're having. And I'm like I said, has anybody on this stream not worked on an internationally famous property? And we all had, I mean, one of my first jobs out of college was working on the Harry Potter trading card game. I've illustrated Flash Gordon. The writer was Len Wein, the creator of Swamp Thing and Wolverine. And as I love to say, I go, listen, kids, I didn't just come in here from pulling a rickshaw, to put it simply. All right. I came in here. I've been drawing since I could hold a pencil. I am incredibly skilled. The stuff that I do, the reason why I get the clients I have. I mean, when I met Razorfist or through the internet, I was doing a pro job, for him, a poster for Razorfist within a year or so of him knowing I existed. Do you get what I mean? But it's all the prep you do before, and it's meeting kindred spirits, because you can't come into this space and pretend like you like pulp or pretend that you like movies. It's crazy, man. You have to really give a shit. And this stuff will spot if you're fake. This place will really find you if you're fake, man. And it's like, you got to avoid the politics. And by politics, I mean the inter-office politics. My least favorite kind of politics. Of people trying to say, ooh, I heard what this person's doing. The little gossipy dicks behind the scenes. You got to show up. You got to make your stuff great. And remember, whenever your stuff comes out at the end of the day, and how often you stream, people respond to quality over time. And that's the real consistency. So when I look at comedians like Bill Burr, I look at comedians like even Dave Chappelle, they've changed over time. I mean, I remember Killing Him Softly, which was way into his career, actually, because he started when he was 12. But if you want to have a long career, you know what I mean? You look at somebody like Sugar Ray Leonard who can still talk right. You got to have God on your side. You got to have some luck. You got to have all that other stuff, but you got to work your ass off and show up. Right. That's why I'm here, man. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's like our attitudes are, if you haven't heard of me, you will soon, but because of the work, not because of, the need for attention. That stuff don't get you anywhere.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, he is.
So put in the work, guys, and consistency is key. Here we go. Okay, I've been teasing it back and forth. Double Impact Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th, guys. Camp Crystal Lake, 1958. And you have the camp counselors. They're singing along with the kids. Starts off a little groovy, but who are the counselors?
A little bit.
Now remember, we do less pictures nowadays because we don't want to do 5-hour streams. We value your time, audience. They're fun, but they can get out of hand if we don't watch it. So we do a lot less photos now. But they're singing down here. When the singing's over, two of them go up and put a blankie out and start unbuttoning their clothes for some reason. A young man and a young lady. And someone is watching through the trees, through the bushes, around the corners, hiding by the stairwell, all kinds of stuff. And it's a fun, effective thing the director did, or the director of photography, whatever. Of the bad guy is always just this camera POV of the victims.
Yeah. Jaws.
And, right. And as those two young people are making love, apparently, or getting ready to.
They were just singing a hymn.
Yeah, they were singing Michael Row the Boat
Gospel. And then they cut to, they were upstairs like, what's up? Yeah, and then old mama, or the killer.
I love that, Jericho. It's like, but so then dead Bruce Willis shows up.
Everybody knows who the killer is, but that's the very reason.
Spoilers. This movie's only 43 years old.
But the killer, that's the very thing that gets the killer set on this path in the first place, are these little youngsters who's supposed to be doing one thing, and you're upstairs bumping uglies.
That's right.
Well,
that is what the killer hates, is teens or early 20s getting frisky. They cannot abide by it. They cannot abide it.
Will not.
You guys, when we were talking about this before, I didn't even realize the thing that in this movie that made it unique. And Jericho, you just completely made me realize, like, that was the thing I wanted to make sure I brought up. It's everyone's response to the killer, which is incredibly casual. So they see the killer for the first time, they're like, "Oh, hi, what?" It's it's not like, "Oh God." They seem like they're not that frightened at first until,
okay,
things start flying.
Can I help you? Miss?
Yeah. Double brewski. Incels are jealous when others are getting the swerve on.
I guess so.
That could be a part of it. What about me?
Was that a room fade who said, so Jason's a prude? I think Jason's motivation is how they treated his mother. That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's
he's just trying to get ahead, in life.
And he is. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He's very misunderstood.
This was 1958. We jump forward to 1980, and this plucky young lady's wandered into this mountain town because she's trying to hitch a ride.
Howdy.
To go to Camp Crystal Lake.
All
right.
And this old man here, Enos, he tells her, I think that was his name, too.
No, I know. I'm just laughing because, I'm sorry. Listen, guys, you know how California's portrayed? Same thing with anywhere rural. I watch it and they go, so Enos, because that's everybody's name.
That's right, Enos. Hey, tell her, Enos. You call me Enos, and I say Enos.
I know that we've already talked a lot about football, but I have to show you this because you said Enos. I'm not making this up, but I believe it's Washington, the Huskies, the Pac-12 football team. Their quarterback's name is Michael Penix.
Uh-oh. You know he had it rough.
Michael Penix.
You know he
junior.
had it
He's a junior,
rough.
by the way.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder when they're eventually going to name someone Richard Penix.
Yeah, that was...
his dad was like, hey, if I had to put up with this damn name, so do you little bastard.
That's right.
Here you go. Penix.
Yeah. Penix. It's a Penix. Michael Penix is the starting quarterback for the Washington Huskies.
What a Penix.
If you want to see...
He's a huge Penix. He's way bigger than his dad. Very strong Penix. Goes down the field.
His father was a small Penix. He's a huge Penix.
Penix down the middle. Penix all the way.
Listen, our family tree's a grower, not a shower.
Let's see it, Penix.
Come on, Penix. Let's see what you got, Penix.
I'll show you my Penix. I want to see your Penix.
Penix, what are you doing with all those balls, Penix?
The Penix rising from the ashes.
Penix threw up everywhere. Gross.
Aruf says so. It's a woke penis because they have an X at the end. Oh, so he's peanut X or something.
He's a penis.
Yeah.
He's a penis.
He's Peanuts. That's right.
Oh my gosh.
Disgusting. Penis threw up everywhere.
God.
That is not cool.
So we're gonna get through this.
Little penis.
Mom, no, it's your name, little penis. Oh,
You're gonna grow into a big muscular penis.
You're like your father. Hey, penis, take your hood off. Take that hood off, penis.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Oh dear.
Yeah. He's okay. Well,
if you came here for maturity,
right? You in the wrong place.
You're wrong place. Take your penis elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Pick up your penis and take it somewhere else.
That's not what we have here.
That's not what we're about.
I didn't know that quarterback till this morning. I was reading something about the Heisman Trophy race. Like that guy's name's really is Penix. Huh.
He doesn't want to win. Everybody wants.
I'm Michael Penix from Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh man, Penix got sacked.
Dude, Phoenix, right? No, Penix. No,
yeah, from Penix.
Dude, imagine if the Arizona Cardinals move on from Kyler Murray and they draft Penix. You got the Penix from Phoenix.
From Phoenix. The Phoenix. Wait, Phoenix.
The
Phoenix. Oh, that sucks.
Oh dear.
That Phoenix.
Phoenix sucks.
Man.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness. What a tough name to grow up with.
Oh, speaking of Phoenix, who the fuck came up with the way to spell that? That's what I want to know right now. Why is Phoenix spelled like that?
Why do people live there? It's like I visited. My mom was staying there temporarily with my aunt. They were there for 3 months while construction was being done in California. So I went out there to visit because it's only like a 5-6 hour drive from my house to Phoenix. And I was going to stay 3 days.
Phoenix or Phoenix?
I'm going to stay in Phoenix for 3 days.
Oh.
And I lasted 2 days. And I said, sorry, Mom, I have to leave. It's 118 degrees. What are you doing here? This is, and they have air conditioning. My aunt, she's not poor. You know, they have nice air, but you can't do anything in that heat.
Yeah,
you can't go out. Oh.
It's if you're like, if a pizza oven, you know those pizza ovens that get like 900 degrees?
Right.
If a pizza oven had a butthole and you like spread it open, that's
Wait a minute. This is like very specific.
You know, Jericho, the thing about the way you phrase things makes me feel like there's a particular focus. There's an emphasis. It seems
like if the pizza oven had its own hands, it was just like, there you go. That's Arizona's weather.
I don't know why people live in Phoenix.
It's rough.
I understand why they live in Phoenix, but not
Phoenix. That's right. Yeah.
It's a dry heat, as they say.
It's a dry
heat. It's like when you open a fucking oven. Oh my God, Arizona is off the charts, man. No
dude.
Keep it.
I've never seen a more try-hard place in my life than Scottsdale. They're doing like their worst impersonation of like Hollywood or LA, like lavish and like upscale. It is so cringe, Scottsdale.
But it's in the desert though. It's weird,
right? But they're like trying to act all like just. It's new money. You could tell. It's like people that have never had any money. Now they're fucking filthy rich and they're just all like snobby and rude and like, fuck out of my way, asshole. Kind of people that would yell at the barista or something like that.
Dude, we're from the Dale. We don't even like talk to people like you.
Scottsdale, garbage.
Scottsdale Dale.
Yeah.
But when you have cities, you know, places like that, cities in the desert, it's all, you know, it's almost like, not that it's fake, but you know you're not supposed to be here. It's 1,000 degrees.
You're not supposed to.
There's no water anywhere. What do you? All this is piped in. None of this water. You're not even supposed to be here.
Yeah, you guys just got a glimpse at Jericho's trick or treater response whenever they knock on the door. Excuse me, you're not even supposed to be here. Slam the door.
Fuck out of here.
That's right.
Double Brewski. Time to tell a dirty joke. Yesterday I was tickling my little brother's feet, and Mom said, "Stop it. Wait till he's born." Now I'm going to edit your joke so it's clean again. He was tickling the baby's feet through the outside of her stomach when the baby would kick on the stomach.
Yeah.
So there, Double Brewski, I defeated the perversion.
Wait a second. That's what I thought. What was he talking about?
Right. So
that was heavily disgusting.
But you'll still get a super chat. You'll get a booty dance for this one. Here you go.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty.
The buns from Brussels. There you go.
Yep.
So what kind of car do you think Enos drives? I mean, I'm just curious. He is a ruralite. So do you think it's going to be a red truck? Anybody? You think it's just going to be a red truck? Anything else we could do to make him...
Ooh, I know. What if it was a truck and it was red?
That's true. Yep. That's what we're going to do.
All right.
Like he's driving a barn.
Is he going to say, you kids never learn at some point? Because, that's essential. You kids never learn.
You shouldn't go there. You haven't heard of the murders there at Crystal Lake?
Yeah.
She's
so
right.
she stumbles into like a little diner or gas station or something.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I got to go to Camp Crystal Lake. I'm a new camp counselor up there. I'm going to be working in the kitchen. And one of the guys is like, you mean Camp Blood? That place is cursed. He's a weird guy with a Gilligan bucket hat, and he rides a bicycle all over town. I forget his name.
There you go.
Crazy.
He's all ominous and spooky and tells her not to go up there because the place is cursed. It has a death curse and blah, blah, blah. And Enos is like, shut the fuck up. She can ride with me. So, of course, this being 1980, a young 20-year-old girl could ride in a truck with a man in his mid-50s.
Yeah, in the middle of nowhere.
And as they're walking to the truck, he's all, are all the girls up there going to be as pretty as you? And she's like, and she just laughs about it. Like they've known each other for 40
carries on
seconds.
A short conversation with a dog in a scene earlier where she comes to town. Hi, boy. How are you doing? Oh, she's like, hi, girl. And then looks under it and goes, oh, I'm sorry. Hi, boy. What? Kill Timmy? Why would I kill Timmy? Like, there's some weird stuff happening there. And this is also, let's stop saying 1980 because I can't deal with it. Just when the movie came out. This is a 1979 movie if I ever saw one. And these are the times when people should have known better than one, listening to what dogs tell you, Son of Sam, and two, on top of that, people should have known a little bit better than getting in cars with people. So it's very, no survival skills here. Come on, kids.
I think hitchhiking lasted till the mid-'80s, right, as a cultural thing.
It did. They were finding people into the 90s, I think.
Right. Oh,
you're not going to kill me, right, sir? Cool, I'll get in. Yeah, it was very, and there's multiple hitchhikings taking place. This was the thing to do.
Yep.
For you young people out there, back in the old days, I don't know, starting with the beginning of the car, like 1904, whenever the car was invented, up until the mid-'80s, so like a good 80-year stretch, you could stand on the side of the road, stick your thumb up, or if you were a cute lady, pull your dress up to your knee and show your ankle out, like in a Looney Tunes cartoon. And you get a ride from a stranger. There you going? Which way you headed?
Yep.
I'm telling you right now, because YouTube wants me to tell you, do not do that ever in your life. Don't even dream it. There you go. Plus 5 for 2, not plus 2 for 5.
Crazy Ralph.
Crazy Ralph is the guy
Crazy
that
Ralph.
Don't go to Camp Blood or whatever. He calls it something else. And thank you for that, sir. Here you go. Thank you, friend.
Like, shut your crazy ass up, or we'll beat the shit out of you, Ralph.
Yeah.
Right.
Go to Camp Cutoff Jeans.
Yeah. So we cut up to Camp Crystal Lake. That girl's riding up in the truck with the red truck with Enos, and mustache cut off jorts guy.
Yeah.
A young Kevin Bacon. And then 2 other people, they're showing up at the camp. And this guy in the red scarf and the jean shorts, he's invested what would be the equivalent of like $250,000 nowadays, in our money now, to fix up this camp that's been closed for years because there have been some murders and some drownings and some bad things 20, 30 years ago. And they're finally going to reopen it. And everyone told him he's a nut job for doing it. So he's got these young, 20-year-old people coming in to paint and fix fences and be chefs and camp counselors and smoke weed and get drunk and play strip Monopoly and all kinds of naughty things there.
Yeah.
And they show up and he puts them to work and stuff like that. And his outfit is, I would love to see you wear that, Shanth.
I'm wearing it now.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, I thought we all agreed we were going to.
Jorts.
Yeah, let me say this, guys. This is the thing about periods like the 70s and the period we're in now, where people try to convince you that being able to spot crazy is prejudice. I never roll up to this place. Someone's like, well, you'll have to hitchhike there. Nope, the movie ends. Do you understand? Or let's say I have a car. I pull up there, I see that guy, and I'm like going, yeah, I'm out of here. the movie ends. Like, every one of these scenarios, the movie ends before it begins. Because I'm like going, oh, that's a red scarf. That's a perfectly normal thing to have around your neck when you're not wearing a shirt and wearing cut-off jeans and socks that high. Yeah, this sounds a little bit like I am a lumberjack and I'm okay. You know, like, it's nothing good here. No, sir.
Like, no, don't worry. Just turn it around. All right, see ya.
Yeah, Thursday's your day in the barrel, Steve. I'm out of here. Peace. Yeah.
Yeah, like my mom was 25 when I was born, so this would be like, you know, around my mom's age.
Yeah.
80. This is the year I was born, 1980. So it's a trip to see, like, you know, these people. My mom's age now. Yeah, that's and you know, at the time, I'm sure these kids were painfully in style. You know, probably all the latest shit, the shoes, the jeans, and all that. You know, they knew, they're young. They knew what was hip. But yeah, this guy's he's red flag number one. We'll call him that.
Real quick, the horror of one. Gabe, what are your and Jericho's and Shaw? That must be Sean's. Shaw, dude. What's up, dude? Favorite.
They call me the Shaw. Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Friday the 13th reference or parody. Mine is a Simpsons one episode, Boy Scouts in the Hood. I'm not, too familiar with Friday the 13th. I'd never seen any of the movies until last night when I saw this one. So as far as parodies, I know the Simpsons one, and if there have been other ones, I might have missed them. I know it's iconic, the hockey mask, all the stuff like that, but I can't think of one top of mind. You guys?
My favorite Jason movie would be Part 6, Jason Lives. And there's a parody they did of it in an episode of Everybody Hates Chris in like maybe 2007. So that was pretty funny. There was an episode where he had these lucky socks, and even in his dreams he was lucky. Jason wasn't coming to kill him. He's like, no, I'm not here for you. And it was like, oh, no, I'm not here for you. Or can you tell me how to get to like 3rd Street? Like, oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Have a good night, kid.
My favorite moment of a reference to Friday the 13th, and it is so referenced, of course, would have to be Christmas Vacation when he comes out of the garage with the chainsaw and the hockey mask on to cut the tree. It's one of the all-time,
Does
great
Jason
moments.
kill people with chainsaws in other movies?
No, it's just kind of a
mask.
funny reference.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
mean, he kills people with everything. Let's be clear. Like,
That's true. He's a very
he doesn't limit it. The machete is his most famous weapon of choice, but yeah, he'll use anything. Some of my favorite kills of his are without a machete. There's one where there's a couple, of course, they're banging each other in a sleeping bag.
That's the one.
He grabs the end of the sleeping bag and closes it and just beats him up against a tree with a baseball bat until the sleeping bag was all bloody. That was pretty fun.
First he takes the dude out, which is the best part, and I got to tell you, boy, that whoever came up with that for an iconic kill, you see these little legs kicking inside the bag as he's just dragging it. He's very utilitarian. But yes, I also know that 80s parody called Saturday the 14th. I watched that when I was a kid, and that was a hilarious parody. I was going to bring that up. Yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah,
I feel like I should know more about this because I did work on the comic book. I told you guys this before. Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. So it was Army of Darkness. And I colored this like in 2009 or something like that.
There it is.
Over at DC Comics. But I didn't know anything about the movies when I worked on this. So, there he is with this good old machete. That's a long ass time ago I worked on this. Another horror one that we needed to watch eventually that I worked on was this is a great page that I worked on was the Lost Boys.
Yep.
That'd be a good one.
A Lost Boys miniseries. And my wife was like proud of me working on that book at the time. She bought me the Lost Boys on DVD like in 2009 or 10 when I was working on the comic, and I never watched it, and I've still never seen that movie.
It's a good one. That's a classic Halloween movie. It's the Lost Boys, and it's rated R too. Yeah. Both Corey Squared, which is always a great sign in an 80s movie. What's his name? Jason
Corey
Patrick.
Jason Patrick.
Corey Fame and Corey Haim and Feldman.
And then
Jason Patrick. Yeah, Kiefer Sutherland. Jason Patrick was the main character, one of the Corey Haim's older brother. Who played the mom?
Oh my God, she's from Parenthood. She's in everything, man.
Yeah, she's perfect. And then
she's great.
Her grandfather, or her father, who played her father? He was a major character too.
Alex Winter was in it too, as well.
Oh, that's
as a vampire.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was.
Bill.
Was he the bad guy? He was the main vampire.
Yeah, he was
the
one of
father
the bad guys. Diane West,
Weist.
right?
Weist.
Sorry.
Yeah,
She was in it. Edward Herman, who was the lead vampire and has acted in everything, was in it.
He was
And
one
then
of
I
those
think-
dudes. Like if you needed a father in the 80s,
Uh-huh.
that was your guy.
Yep.
This
There's
was the,
so much, man.
the Lost Boys comic here. It didn't follow the movie. It was like before the movie or after the movie. I don't know. It's more vampires. Got the Frog Brothers.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
Jamie Gertz. Jamie Gertz was
Yep.
Star. She was the love interest too. All those
Yeah,
dudes.
she all
man.
right. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, she's all right in a pinch.
Yeah, there was a sax player, as you guys know, that was famous.
Yeah, the buff ass saxophone player, dude. Everybody. This is the quintessential '80s movie.
It was, man.
Lost Boys was, and they filmed it at in Santa Cruz at the beach boardwalk, but they called it San Carlos. It was filmed in Santa Cruz back when it was safe. Yeah, man, Lost Boys. We definitely got to do that.
All
That's
right.
right, man.
Well, yeah, I was thinking if you guys are up for it, and you'll tell me as your schedule develops, of doing Double Impact on Tuesday in 3 weeks, because that's Halloween. Otherwise, we end up doing it on November 1st. So
That's
we
kinda weird.
could do a 5th Halloween episode on Tuesday the 31st. We'll see. Maybe
Yeah.
we could do Lost Boys. Maybe I can finally watch
I
it.
got to be real with you guys. I think we're going to be still doing this movie. No.
Yeah, we'll be on the
still
third
here.
frame. We'll be on the third frame.
All right. Well, let's go into a little. You want to do a little speed up, Jericho, Sean? One, you want to narrate a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So that's the next one is her. There's one of the camp counselors, and he's kind of smitten with her. He helps her put up the gutter, and he's like, "Oh, you're so pretty," and she shows him a picture, so talented. And I guess they have a history. They seem pretty familiar with each other, so they've been banging already. So everybody's this first scene, everybody's kind of picking their partner if they don't have it already, like who's going to be fugging, because that's what they do. They build stuff, they sleep, they fug, So this is exciting.
The old JG wrap up that makes you laugh. So
This is the only time I wrap anything up. Other than that, everything else is raw. And then you can see all the grape smugglers. You can see all the dudes are wearing some cutoffs, nice and high on the thigh.
High and tight.
There's high and tight. He already has this girl right there. So he already, he's already paired up. The guy in the red shirt, he's kind of the oddball out. He's kind of the weirdo.
Yeah,
What's
he's
his name?
annoying and makes a lot of stupid jokes, and there's not enough women for him. He's the odd man out. For
his
sure.
name is not Eddie or something. It's
Eddie Phoenix.
Yeah, that's right.
It's Mr. Phoenix.
Mr.
Phoenix to you. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, and everything at this camp, one of the things you realize about the time and and how things worked, everything at this camp seemed to run on, like double A's. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but there were a lot of double A's in this movie. And I was kind of surprised by that because usually, a lot of movies run on D's.
Yeah,
and
usually
double
got
Ds.
those D cells in the horror movies.
Yeah.
Surprised,
movies.
but not disappointed.
Yeah.
Not totally
If that
disappointed.
makes-
That's right. Yeah.
Ned, that was his name, Ned.
Ned Phoenix.
Ned.
Yeah, Ned Phoenix.
Sure, Ned Phoenix. I've been knighted.
Hey, where's Phoenix? Anybody know where Phoenix went?
Where is Phoenix?
Last time I saw him, he just flopped out on the ground.
Wait, I want to see.
Not cool. Stand up next time. Straight.
Can I just hear you guys say that you, with that voice, with that enunciation, Phoenix is rising from the ashes? I just want to see what that comes off.
Like a phoenix.
I think Phoenix hurt himself. He's leaning to the left a little bit.
It's all right. He'll straighten up. But these are all the counselors, and they're actually working. They seem like decent kids. They're getting work done. They're taking it seriously, and they're just working. He has a little clipboard. All right, you do this, you do that, and they take a little siesta. They do some work, they do some flirting, and then they, you got to chill. Work 2 hours and chill. Isn't that how it goes?
That's right.
So the next clip.
All right. I was sending myself a video clip. I got it. I have the much faster computer now, so I can do a lot of fun stuff behind the scenes. Real quick, someone brought this up, so I'm going to get distracted again because this is too much fun. I want to know, Sean Jericho, I need your opinions on this. on this great moment in American politics.
Yes. Oh, oh! Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. What the? See, that's that old man shuffle. He's not walking.
I, for one, I feel very secure and safe with the leadership we currently have.
Well, it's a little known fact that it makes the population feel very safe when their leader can't walk.
Now, to be fair, that was at least a 6 or 7 step flight of stairs.
When did we I was going to say elect, but that doesn't feel right. But when did Mr. Burns become our president? Someone can tell me.
Excellent.
Excellent. What is that? Johnson & Johnson's?
Excellent. Due southwest, 42 degrees. There's a 7-year-old. Take me there, Smithers.
Good old tapioca brain.
Wheels up.
God. If you want some fresh, delicious tapioca, pop open Biden's Scout. There's the freshest, most delicious tapioca pudding you've ever had in your life. Inside of his skull.
So, these youngins have reported at Camp Horny. That's the name of this Camp Horny Leg.
Camp Bump and Grind.
Right. Kevin Bacon's making a list there on that sheet of paper.
Camp Dry Hump.
Yeah. I got dry hump at 2:00. Then I got a little bit of necking at 4:00. I'll fit you in at 3 toots.
Wait, what's that say? Who's Kama Sutra? Like, that's what...
Yeah, don't worry about it.
By the way, yeah. And this genius who Darwin has been trying to take out since her birth.
He won't give up. Neither will she.
Yeah.
She's like, no. I told you there's multiple hitchhikings.
Right. Yeah. She rode with Enos in the red truck. He took her as far as he could. She got out and she gets in another truck. She gets in a Jeep. And the tricky thing about it is this guy here, the camp boss, he's a little bit older, closer to 30. He leaves in a Jeep with the top down. I'm going to the town to get X, Y, and Z supplies. I'll be back later tonight, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So he leaves in a Jeep.
He tells him, I'll be back a little after lunch.
Right.
That's what he tells him.
Right. I guess he's not back. Yeah.
It's a long lunch.
Yeah.
And then it rains, and he's like, I can't drive in the rain. I'm not built for this kind of outdoorsy stuff.
I did not bring enough scarves or jean shorts for this kind of
I got to cut these jeans shorter if it's kind of...
Honey, where are my rain jean shorts? Have you seen them, honey?
It's like it's pouring outside, and these jeans are too long to have on.
Yeah, where's my headdress and my disco ball? Let's sort this out.
I need my rain shorts.
Man.
So, the plucky young lady who got in the red truck with Enos, she's walking down the dirt road, another mile or two to go to get to the camp, and she sees a Jeep with someone she doesn't know and says, hey, can you take me the rest of the way? And they oblige.
And they don't say anything.
Right. And we get that first-person view of the killer again.
Mm-hmm.
And they drive right past the turn. And she's like, can you let me out? And then they go faster. And she opens the door at like 50 miles an hour and shoulder rolls out into the ditch.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
But would you even get in the car with somebody? We say, hey, can you give me a ride? And they just don't say anything and just stare at you. I think I'll be like, wait for another one.
She's like, is this the way to Camp Horny?
Yeah. Is this the way to Camp Dry Hump?
First of all, I assume that the driver was smiling. Now we'll get to that when we get to the end of this flick, and we can show you what that smile looked like. You'll be able to judge for yourself.
It was a smile the queen could be proud of. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Isn't it?
That's right.
But even if they look at you and smile and not say anything, that's even worse.
That's right. It's one of these.
Either way, she's like, cool, you look murderous. I'll get in.
Exactly. You know. It's not. I feel like you're looking into my soul, like you're looking through me. It's one of those.
Have you killed before? All right, I'll lock it.
Like today?
Jeez. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think we passed the road, and then whoa, you hear the engine accelerating. No. She barrel rolls, starts running through the woods, looking behind her. No. She keeps going and going and going, and then she finally stops, and she turns around. Dun 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 dun.
Yep.
The killer's right there.
Yep.
Cuts her throat.
Cuts her right across the throat.
So
she's the
hard that
first
her
one.
neck skin color changes. It's
Right.
rough. It's
That's hard.
It's like a weird silicone waxy color.
Yeah.
I thought you wanted me to match the shirt. It's like,
But very good for 1980.
You know who
It's
did
true.
who did the special effects in this? The
Who?
great Tom Savini.
oh,
One
Tom
of the-
Savini's on. Yeah.
One of the
Tom's
legends of
great,
horror. One of the legends
Yeah.
of horror.
God
Yeah.
bless.
Yeah, and the director was from the Wes Craven or John Carpenter. No, Wes Craven, I think. From the Wes Craven tree. So yeah, pretty good stock.
So this poor girl never got to Camp Horny.
She did not.
She was like, it was my dream in life. That was the other thing about it. And the person driving the Jeep was like, you got to dream bigger. I'm sorry. I got to take you out.
Damn horny. So she died.
Yeah, I
horny.
mean, come on.
She died very horny.
Yeah.
And then here's their little siesta. Work a little, lay out a little, play in the water.
Boss is
Kevin
gone.
Bacon looking at the horizon, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Look at Kevin Bacon. I'm sorry, man. Look at his face.
Dude,
Go back
his,
one.
his sack is just popping
He's
out.
just like staring into the target goal, man.
He's like, "You sure you don't want to? You want to do one more take? Let's just do one more take."
Yeah, he's just like, here
You want to
comes
see it?
the
You want to
sun.
see the ladies? What you don't understand, you think about Nikola Tesla, Thomas Edison, Steve Jobs, the great. This is the kind of focus that only a man has. That's why you can achieve things like men achieve throughout all of history. This is the kind of laser focus men have when they're interested in something, So
yeah, even if you're a lesbian, you still don't understand. You don't appreciate the human, female body the way a man does.
John, actually, Kevin is an inch or two off the ground. He's being held up by a kickstand right now.
That's right. That's right.
Sundial. Like, yeah.
So we're gonna go over pitching tents later, guys. Let's just hang out here a little longer.
Come on, Kevin, let's go inside and eat. He's I'm gonna stay here for.
I'll be right there.
This
put this one in the waistband.
Or maybe you see the little. I don't want to get scary here, but you see the gaps in the boards there. Kevin better watch it, man, because those.
Yeah, don't get caught in there. Make a sudden move.
Ooh, nobody move. Nobody gets hurt.
Like, wait, guys, come here.
Guys, I found a knothole.
Yeah. No, girls, you go. Fellas, come here. Oh, shit.
Yeah, women don't have this kind of focus. Only men have this kind of focus.
I got my dick caught in the boards again.
Hey, they don't call it Camp Horny for nothing.
Yeah. Girl, think about baseball or something. Make it go away. I can't. I'm 19.
Crazy kids, risky hitchhiking, just to go to Camp Horny. I think you meant plush for
Hell
two.
yeah.
Plush. Here you go, friend.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your.
Oh, there you go. Nothing like the Belgian buns.
Nice.
Yep, that's how it is. Yeah, I mean, oh gosh, guys, it's tremendous. That's all I have to say. It's tremendous.
So
That's what we do it for.
Right. So while they're out here and Kevin Bacon is in a little blue Speedo, that was alarming. One of the gals, I don't know if the one who's giving the butt to Kevin or the one in the water, one of them sees something in the bushes from across the lake. She thinks
One in the water.
And then we get the POV shot again from the killer and then goes away. But then their bro, that guy who's the odd man out, he's drowning. And they all jump in. They dive in to save him. They get a little canoe. They paddle out there. And they drag him up. And he's at the edge of death's door. And the one gal gives him mouth to mouth. And then he grabs her in an embrace. The whole thing of him drowning was a setup so he could kiss
Ned.
When I say Camp Horny, I mean Camp
That's
Horny.
what I
You don't even know.
fucking mean.
Yep.
Ain't doing anything for the bush.
Sorry,
This motherfucker pretend he was
Crazy
dying
kid.
drowning.
Oh,
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
who wouldn't?
Completely disgusting.
Ned.
Alexander Shabilsky. Thank you, friend, for $5.
Boom.
Too bad we didn't get a 2023 Friday the 13th. Would be a bulge in those bottoms, wrong direction. Boy, yo, 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 yo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
would.
I don't want them to wokeify Camp Horny. I just no, please. But thank you for the donation. Here you go, friend.
Alexander Shabilsky.
Yes. In Soviet Russia, chat supers you.
Yeah, he was in my chat earlier
Cool.
today. So
Yep.
good to
Welcome,
see him.
friend.
Thanks for crossing over.
Like and subscribe. We have a wacky
Mr.
ass time around here.
Shibilsky.
Uh-huh.
Looking out.
So this guy's a real Lothario. He's getting a smooch from this dame.
Yeah,
Pretending to be uncoordinated and unable to
we thought you was dead.
I'm just pretending to be an asshole.
We thought you was dead.
So one thing about this movie, I text you in the middle of the movie, as I want to do, Sean.
Yeah.
And I said, this movie sucks. It doesn't have a plot. And it is 90 minutes long. And it feels a lot longer. Because for 80 minutes, there's no story. It's just they're at the camp and they're getting killed.
Just getting picked on.
Yes.
All that happens for 80 minutes. Then 10
that is
minutes
only because of our age, dude. For the first 60 minutes, the young audience is just wondering when they're going to see boobs, right? For the whole time.
Right.
That is all that there was in this movie. And that's the funniest thing in the world, because when you watch it when you're older, you're like going, they're all right. Like, you don't even give a shit.
Dude,
you
I
just
guarantee
get
you,
to the killing.
I guarantee you that was definitely the buzz among a certain age group is, dude, there's tits.
Yep.
Yeah, there's tits in it.
Oh, you remember the late 80s, early 90s, you're like middle school age, and you've rented that movie from Blockbuster or the local mom and pop video place. And it's Showdown in Little Tokyo or something where some major boobage is coming right in the beginning of the third act or whatever.
Yeah.
You're
much more likely.
Yeah.
You're much more likely to see some raunchy shit at the mom and pop.
And you can see those boobs in there. That's the minute detail from age like 13 to 15. You could pick that lady out of a police lineup. You know what I mean? Like, again, ladies in the audience, focus. That's what we have as men. Focus.
Yeah.
Unparalleled.
Unmatched in nature.
Unmatched.
And if we're focused on that, it's unwavering.
There's nothing like getting caught too. You're out in public.
Yeah.
Turn your head a little bit. Turn your head a little bit. Turn your head a little bit back, and your wife or girlfriend's looking at you, and you're like,
you're fucked. It's the same focus. Like if you have a cat and they're like sitting over a gopher hole, and their tail's doing that weird thing, waving back and forth, and they don't move. They're just staring. That's how we are. Bombs, explosions, fire, debris all around us.
That's right.
That's pretty much us in a nutshell.
Yeah. Nature will find a way. That is right, John. Find a way. Let's see. All right, so cut back to the camp. The short-haired girl who's like, she was talking to scarf guy, mustache guy. She goes into her bedroom to set some stuff up, and there's a snake in there, and she's crying.
There sure
screaming.
is.
Yeah.
Now there's a few snakes in there.
Yeah, a trouser snake.
Yeah.
And
the elusive lap hog.
Right.
That's in there too.
And her.
Oh my!
This is like a
Mr. Green.
This scene is like a Three Stooges skit. They go completely nuts trying to catch a snake, knocking over that little night desk. That little thing that you see it tipping over in this shot. Kevin Bacon is pulling it over by accident. Like they fuck up the mattress on the bed. They break and knock over all kinds of shit trying to kill the snake. They finally kill it.
Yeah, but why are they all in the ground like that? Like, get out of here, women! Get up! Get the fuck out of the way!
Right.
It only take like two of us.
Right.
So you ladies take Ned and get out of here. And go outside.
You ever had to kill a snake like on your property? Because there's rattlesnakes in the Southwest. I don't know if you have them up there, Sean, but we have them out here.
I grew up in Tennessee. There are no snakes there.
Are you? That can't be true.
No, I'm just kidding, dude. We have this all. Look, 50% of the voting public in Tennessee are snakes.
Oh, well,
a lot of people don't know that.
I had heard.
Yeah,
that. I had heard.
Yeah.
That.
We got some bad ones.
Fun fact.
The original movie had to cut a lot of gore to move back from X to R. I believe it because you got that axe right to the face on the one girl. That's, again, a good practical
and
effect.
the arrow too.
Yep,
the arrows are great too.
Really good.
When I was a little kid, we were going to take some cans to the recycling center. My mom would keep them in. We had like a carport. My dad still owns like the ranch house there. It's a big like 6-bedroom, couple acres out in the country outside of Greeley, Colorado. And I was like just kind of waiting to get in the car. I was 4 or 5 years old, and I was sitting next to the bags of soda cans, or as we call them in Greeley, pop cans. And my mom moves the bag, and underneath it is a giant rattlesnake. Ooh, right next to us. And I think my dad or my mom grabbed a shovel and whacked its head off.
Shovel's the best weapon.
Right. My wife and I were driving home from Las Vegas like 3 years ago. And my kids, who were both adults, and they were adults at the time 3 years ago, called us and said there was a rattlesnake right outside our front door in the bushes. And I didn't want them messing with it. My gardener, this cool guy, tough guy, called him. He came over and killed it with a shovel. So,
that's right.
Yeah, he pulled it out of there. And but he only speaks Spanish, so my wife had to really translate because my Spanish was not good enough to, hey, dude, there's a rattlesnake.
Snake, motherfucker. Snake.
Yeah. So have you guys ever had a run-in with a rattlesnake?
No.
I've got a run-in with a cobra, but not that, because I'm in India. So
you're over there in India.
Not a. Let me be clear, guys. Not a king cobra, not a elephant-killing king cobra. Let's be really clear.
Not a 12-foot fucking king cobra.
King cobras have like very high human body counts. They're essentially very successful serial killers. Is the best way you would kind of rate them in the animal kingdom. It's a terrifying thing. But yeah, these kids. These dare I say, these kids are there to kind of frolic around. Hilarity ensues, and yeah, there you go. There's a cobra.
Is that the cobra?
King cobra. That's right. Yeah,
that's what you saw in India.
So I thought I was screwed when I saw it too.
Shant, what was your favorite part about India when you visited?
I think it was, frankly, the cultural tradition of cutting pizza with scissors.
Oh, don't you dare.
You know, my grandpa told me when you cut a pizza with scissors, you're supposed to eat the small piece first.
I've heard the same thing. I've heard the same thing. It's a Hindustani tradition. Shout out, Minnie.
What? Oh, I thought she had a comment. Sorry.
Oh, no, just shouting her out. Saw her in the chat.
Oh, it was a baby rattlesnake. Oh, she's talking about the snake that was in our front yard.
Ooh.
And Jericho, you were at my house. You know the bushes right next to the mailbox there. Damn snake was hiding there.
And actually, baby rattlesnakes are more dangerous because they don't conserve their poison. They just dump it. So you can get a real bite with a whole bunch of poison in it from those little
Sorry, I don't know how much poison to put into the bite when I do that. I'm sorry.
I'll give them all of it.
I didn't think I was going to kill the whole family. I was...
Sorry, mister. I was kind of scared and I did too much poison.
Bad snake. You have to cut your little head off.
Cobra versus Miss Voorhees. Who wins? Oh, come on.
Probably Mrs. Voorhees.
I'm saying Mrs. Voorhees because of that smile. The snake's like,
That'd be
I'm out.
Crazy.
The hell is that blue sweater? Have you seen that blue sweater on her? What is that?
Now, if it's a king cobra, then I'm gonna go with the cobra. But it was
king cobra, kill your house.
Yeah, that's
tough.
It is. It's tough to do. That thing will stand up eye to eye with you.
Mm-hmm.
And spit. Yeah, you're fucked.
Would you please say king cobra in a very, very thick Indian accent, Sean?
Well, that is definitely a king cobra, or as we say here, a Maharaja cobra.
Oh,
that's what it is.
Will you say that? Can you say this in a thick Indian accent? Hello, my name is Michael. I am. You know when you call customers, hello, I'm Michael. I'm calling you from Tennessee or whatever, and clearly they're in Calcutta.
Yeah. Hello, madam. My name is Michael. I'm calling you from Tennessee, and if you could just go ahead and type in the. Oh no! Oh my God, madam. You've just accidentally taken $3,000. They'll kill my wife and kids if you don't give me your social security. If you could just give me your social security number, yes, and your first pet's name. Thank you so much. And now what we're going to do is take everything you have. Thank you. Come again.
We're going to take everything you worked for.
I remember the first time I saw on Facebook, your dog, the street you grew up on, and your mom's maiden name is your rock star name. And people were writing them out. I'm like, guys, those are your bank security questions. Stop writing.
Yep.
No, everybody needs to know them.
It's like when you see that, did it not remind you of the time you filled those out on your credit card or your bank or whatever?
Yep.
Not ringing any bells.
That's how it works.
It didn't ring any bells at all, huh?
And whatsoever.
That's right. That is right.
Goodness. Your
My
first
God.
car, your high school mascot.
Yeah. Your mother's maiden name.
That's your rock star name.
But they are a little tricky because there was one that was like that. I was different than the rest because it was like your dog's name, your high school, and the last 4 of your social. And who was not going to answer that?
Oh man,
you know?
Yeah, too. Like my social.
Come on, they were tricky.
My social.
It's Fido Spartan 7938. That doesn't sound like a rock band to me.
Listen, and look, I love the Indian people, as you may well know, but if you're over the age of 45 and an Indian calls you on the phone, just hang up because they probably already have your bank account from the second you picked it up, but just hang it up.
That's right.
Don't answer.
Come on, people.
It's not your bank, kids.
Come on.
It's not your bank. This dude, who was actually, he was cut from Chips. He shows up and he's like, I don't want any smoking here. And they're like, what do you mean smoking? They're like, I'm talking about the reefer, boy. Talking about the wacky tobacco. Talking about cut off jean shorts and hippie screwing. That's what I'm talking about, son. I don't want to come down out here and have to mop this whole place down because you guys are bumping uglies. Do you hear what I'm saying, son? Hold on a second. I just got a completely opportune emergency call that's going to leave you fucked. All right. Y'all take care. That's it. That's the sequence.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and the kid, he has like an Indian headdress on. He's like,
yeah.
He's doing some shit they would never do in a movie.
Yeah,
now.
things you get canceled for nowadays. It was hilarious.
Look, we got us a comedian here. He's comedian Kimo Sabe. How about this, son? How about you dig a ditch right now and climb in it? No, I'm going to tell you the surprise at the end.
He called him Tonto.
He called him Tonto.
That's right.
I don't want to hear it, Tonto. Love it, man.
Yeah.
Love it. But yeah, and they were the classic, smart ass teenagers giving him a little bit of shit. But ultimately, they listened, and he had to, like Sean said, he got a call, so he had to go.
Yeah.
So I gotta leave.
They all had to go too.
No, I just got a call. They said I gotta leave so the rest of the movie can happen. See,
Yeah,
that's right.
You guys are all about to get murdered. See you later.
And then
All
Crazy
right, go
Ralph.
smoke a peace pipe, Tonto. Go ahead, sorry.
We trade Big Wampum. The guy with the bucket hat, Crazy Ralph, he shows up on the bike again. He tells the kids to leave. It's cursed. Can't
And that's what he
drive.
warned them about. He said, I'm here looking for a Crazy Ralph. He's on the sauce again or whatever, and he gets the.
I'm here looking for Crazy Ralph.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's the greatest thing in the world.
Was he in the pantry? Was Crazy Ralph in the pantry yet? Or is
Yeah.
that
I think.
Oh, yeah. So the girl with the short hair with the snake in her room, this girl in the pink in the back, she's in the kitchen. They're going to be working on some food or they're doing something. She opens a pantry. Maybe they're putting supplies away. And the dude from the gas station where the girl was hitchhiking in the beginning, he's just standing in there.
In the pantry with the door closed.
How long has he been in there? What
Yeah,
is the problem?
Why didn't they see him go in there?
Yeah. We had the buffet talk. Are you eating anything from that pantry after that?
Not after that.
Not until we get a black light in here, officer.
That's right, yeah. It's just glowing like a freaking rave when you turn that on.
He put his dick on everything in there. Okay.
He's got glow sticks. He's like...
No, thank you.
Oh.
Everything in here
this
has
movie.
Phoenix on it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But, nice cop. That's the last help you guys will see. That was kind of like, their last hope.
There he goes.
You kids need to get out of this, Camp Hornet.
Now.
It's going to get crazy in here.
Yeah, he said, that's the word of God. You have to leave. The God has spoken to me.
Uh-huh.
Time for you little bastards to go.
Like, where's that music coming from, Crazy
I don't
Ralph?
know, man.
He's like, oh, you can hear it too? That's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Not just me. Best news I've had in a long time, kid.
Oh, dear Lord.
Poor Crazy Ralph. He's so crazy. Yeah. Ralph, he's so crazy.
I was in your pantries looking for my chakras.
Complete lunatic.
Oh, man.
Oh,
here they are, pedos. Got him.
Got him.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so this is the moment, I think, when she saw Crazy Ralph. Tells them all they're going to die if they don't leave.
It's pretty
and he
crazy.
leaves on a bike. When I see, I hate to say this because I know some people just like riding bikes. As a very tall man, I hate bikes. I don't understand why people ride bikes in the city. But wait, hold on now. Bike people, bike asshole, wearing your Lance Armstrong gear, share the road, but then you cut everyone off and run red lights and do dangerous stuff. Get out of here. Get a Peloton. Stay home. I don't like bike people. I don't like those people riding all over town.
That's why I ride a horse.
But when I see a grown person on a bike though, and they're not dressed like Lance Armstrong, I have this prejudiced thought. I do. I think that they have a DUI. That's what I think is going on.
If you're riding a bike, if you're an adult riding a bike with jeans on,
right? I think they have a DUI. Is that awful that I think that? I don't know.
Everybody thinks that.
It just me. It's not just me.
But why the cyclist? Why the spandex?
Oh my god!
But you're not competing, so you don't have to worry about drag and shit.
Oh, they're competing. Believe me, they're
like you're not trying to shave time, seconds off of your PR. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're just an everyday dude. And we can see your balls, the shape of your nuts through those fucking things.
The thing about this stuff is, and what this kind of reminded me of, because I watched this movie and we've been watching The Jeffersons, is that the fashion and interior design of the late 70s, which is when this was made, was basically hell. Like,
so
nobody looked good. Like, nobody really looked like they had it together. Everybody looked like they just were,
You ever go to
life.
You ever go to the real hipster part of wherever you live, and you look at the millennial hipsters where they're doing like axe throwing or just some bullshit activity like that, or they're getting out of an escape room or doing a flight of beer tastings at the local gastropub.
Yeah,
these people are always so ugly. It's like the late 70s, and they're not actually ugly. Me and my wife call it they uglify themselves. They get these weird outfits and all the piercings and the green hair. The women will cut these like blunt bangs that look more like an accident than a haircut, And I don't know, you got a guy waxing up his fucking dirt dastardly mustache, like in real life.
Snidely whiplash fucking mustache.
I remember collecting baseball cards as a fourth grader. That's when I started doing it. So fourth grade for me is going to be like 1988. And I got some cards from the very early 80s and the late 70s. And I'm looking at the people with the big sideburn mutton chops and the crazy hair and the colors. And I remember thinking to myself, was everyone just ugly in the 70s or just dirty? So what you're talking about, Sean, that aesthetic of the late 70s, but I think it was a reflection of the turmoil of the times, right? They had an old senile president, gas shortages, hostages in the Middle East, and war breaking out in the middle.
Yeah.
Wait, which decade are you talking about?
Wait a
You're still talking about the 70s?
Well, no, but
this sounds like
not even
crazy inflation, super high interest rates. Wait a minute.
Yeah, my metric is really simple. When men and women, it's fashionable for men and women to have the identical haircut and the exact same cut of jeans, you're in hell. That's it.
Agreed. And
I don't like you pointing that out because it's too true, man.
And if you're not tying damsels in distress to railroad tracks, don't do that shit to your mustache.
Right.
Yep.
Don't fucking use wax and twist it. Oh, that shit.
So wait a minute, Brian McCormick. So we're going through like the Jimmy Carter, like the malaise of the mid 70s right now.
Yeah.
Are we going to end up with disco music coming back in like 2-3 years?
That's what we have now.
Cocaine fueled glittery disco parties.
We're having that version of it now. We're having slob pop, as I like to call it. You know that. That's what I've dubbed it. It's slob pop. And the thing I'll say is that this is what happens when, and this was a very classic thing, when you raise a generation to think that everybody should accept you for how you are, you meet that standard, which is just however you felt like that day. And it's the importance of raising people to say, hey, guess what? You got to make a fucking effort. It's that simple.
My brother was a professional psychologist, and he worked with children for years. And he told me one thing that helped him always motivate them and help them turn their lives around was he would always tell himself, children will rise to the level of expectation.
Damn right.
And he would, and that's where you can tell, hey, you're better than that. You're capable of more than that. And you're right there. When you tell people, I just flop it out there and you just love me how I am. Nah, man, that ain't it. That ain't it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's you need standards. Yeah. Yeah. Amen.
Biden Carter 2024.
We're still around.
I don't have it, but I hope one of you, Jericho Shot, what would be a slogan for Biden Carter 2024? Like, what is their Make America Great Again?
Ooh, I think their campaign, it would be Biden Carter 2024. What?
No, here's one for me. Let's end this country together.
Yeah.
Biden Carter 2024. Oh, we tried.
You know, fuck it. That'd be the slogan.
Biden Carter 2024. Not so easy, is it?
Yeah. Biden Carter 2024. Come on, let's just rip the Band-Aid off.
Biden Carter 2024. It had to end sooner or later.
That's right.
Biden
Let's end this
Carter-
social experiment. Oh, man. Holy cow.
What? You're still alive?
Still alive.
That's a good one.
Biden Carter 2024. Kill me!
If you elect me senator of these United States of America.
Those are rookie numbers. Get that inflation higher.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
Biden Carter 2024. Koalas that love peanut butter.
That's true. A lot of people don't know that.
Carter, I hardly know her. No, sorry, go ahead.
Who doesn't love $12 bacon? There you go.
Oh my god.
Well,
so speaking of bacon, no,
I'll say
there he
this
is.
about the country. It's going somewhere.
Yeah. It is.
It's going somewhere in a handbasket. So.
Yeah, because people love the 80s, right? Say this all the time. People love the 80s. We were talking about the books that we're putting together. Printing books and making books during an inflation, mailing books during inflation, brushes, paints, all that stuff, right? All that stuff coming on. But here's the thing. The 80s came after the 70s, and we had to get to that point where people woke the fuck up and started doing things. People started actually making content.
Here's a problem. Biden got elected, and I feel like we've been stuck on 1977 for like 3 years now. Like, come on.
I gotta tell you, man.
These aren't dog years. Let's get to 1980. Let's get to those Reagan 80s. Let's get there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
it happens.
Wants it. Let's get there.
You know what's so funny is, though, man, people don't even realize this, but during the Civil War in the Northeast, right, at Yale, they were still having crew meets, right, when people were eating their pets in the South, right? That's kind of like the silent majority in the middle. It drives me crazy. That's the problem with being ahead of the curve. But people are waking up and going, what the fuck is this shit? You know? Like, we were saying all this shit like, Disney's going crazy. People are like, well, look at their stock. They're not saying that anymore. Right. Because they woke people, like most people, and you guys know this in the chat, the people who buy our stuff, the people who show up for this stuff, they work hard all day, and they don't notice it till it hits their pocketbook, right? Till it's right in their face, because they're actually busy. The people who are creating this shit and scheduling meetings are those bureaucratic administrator types. And they're the very types who go to camps like this. Sorry, no, go ahead.
Go to Camp Horny. Well,
Yes.
I won't go on a too long of a jag here, but the reason we're having the show Friday is because just a few hours before the show Wednesday, my water heater blew up, right? Thank God mine is outside in one of those things, so it didn't flood my house. 9 years old. That's pretty good. I got almost a decade out of it. I installed the last one. But I was telling you, Jericho and Chuck, we were texting about it, and I kept, I think I can make the show, and then I didn't finish till like 7:30. But brand new water heater, 50-gallon Home Depot Rheem water heater, $780. The shed to go around it, $200. Parts, copper ain't cheap. You know, I use some copper pipe and this and that. But all told, I was like $1,100. No bells and whistles, no frills. Didn't buy the extended warranty. And God has blessed me. Me and my wife, we do very good financially. I can afford that. Minute's notice, I could drop $1,000, put the hot water heater in myself. But I remember being 20, 25, 27 even. And that would have crippled us for a month, an expense like that. And I was complaining to you, Jericho and Sean, like, it's so wrong to have hot water, just water. People have to go into credit card debt. That's absurd to me.
You were not complaining, though, to be honest. No,
I wasn't complaining for me. I was complaining for the less fortunate than me.
That's what I mean.
What the fuck, dude?
You were lamenting, which I appreciate. I do the same thing. You were lamenting. You were going, this is wrong. Like, you thought, it's wrong. I can handle this. But what is the average person going to do? You're damn right.
And they're all hardworking people. You know, what am I going to – you shouldn't have eaten avocado toast. That's such an asshole thing to say, you know?
Yeah.
Jeez. So, but I'll tell you this, and we'll get right back to the movie. I fought that water heater, sliced my finger open on some of the sheet metal, there's blood on it, and had to go to the hardware store only 4 times. You know, I had to go back and forth. We did a project, but no shower in years has felt as good as the one I took after I installed that thing. And I was all filthy and I had mud on me and stuff from being outside. And I sat in that shower for like 20 minutes. I'm like, this is fucking my hot water. Mine.
That's right. It is. Shout out, Brian, in the chat.
That's right. I loved it. So I don't know. I think as a man, Jericho, Sean, you let me know. Doesn't it feel amazing to be useful? You know?
Yeah, of course it does. It's the whole
It feels
reason
amazing.
for life.
To think about my wife and kids. I've been asking the last 2 days. You like that hot water? You like that shower?
You got to say it, though.
Right?
You don't say it. You know, it's, yeah.
Brian had to do his 1,500 complete. It's insane, Brian. It's insane.
Yep.
It's not fair, man. It's horrible, the economy. Jeez.
Yep.
Anyway, enough negative Biden talk. Let's get.
And that's a perfect segue right there. So listen, guys.
This guy
Hope
is about to
Springs-
do to this gal what Biden has done to everyone in this country.
That's right. Listen, you know, the thing is so funny about it is too, right, is that with all these filters, with all this bullshit that you get today, right, this is what actual human beings looked like, and I think we've kind of lost something in our movies. You know, some of the best horror movies, you get people that seem a little bit more real, and I thought the people in this kind of seemed just more real of their time. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was something about it that made it a little bit more scary in that sense and believable. You know, and casting's important, man.
You feel like you could have known some of these people. They're very average, normal people.
Damn right.
I read that some of the cast members, some of the main cast members were, including Kevin Bacon, I believe, were on soap operas.
Yep.
So they had, you know, some acting chops. Some of the roles that they just hired based on, you know, the look, but a lot of the main characters they had were seasoned, basically. And they did good. They did. I think anything that the movie lacked was because of maybe the plot. I think the kids, the actors, did it pretty well. Yeah. Even their murder scenes, their murder scenes.
Yeah, they all got murdered.
They all got murdered.
God, that would have been such.
I told you it wouldn't work if you tried to murder them.
Can you imagine if Arnold was one of the camp counselors in this?
Come on.
Let's all answer Dwayne real quick. I have a question for all of us. Have you seen Jason X? Answer for me, no. You too?
I've seen it. It is one of the worst movies ever made.
No, it's not bad. It's diabolical. Okay, it's fucking diabolical. It is literally. It's insane.
Wait
a
minute. Wait a minute. Is it bad like Stone Cold? Like it'd be fun to watch?
Dude, you don't even know. It's Jason in space. It's like
dude, you know me. I love horrible movies that are fun.
No. It's low budget. It's the props, the set design, the script, everything.
I saw a clip from it where he freezes a girl's head and smashes it into ice crumbs, right?
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Okay.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's my ringtone.
He puts her face in a...
Verse Pro's telling me what I want to hear. He's telling me what I want to hear. That it's so
He
bad.
puts her face in liquid nitrogen and then smashes her face like on the counter. It's actually a pretty cool kill. But that's all the good parts right there. Because I'm telling you, man, it's something special. It's in a league all its own. If we were in a mansion, it would have a room of its own, like the master bedroom. That space belongs to Jason X.
Yep.
No other movie can exist in there. It's like he said, it's diabolical on every level, and it is deep as humanly possible, as deep as you can go into diabolicalness. It's down there.
It's in there. It's in the mix.
It's fucking.
It takes.
It's so bad, man. Holy shit, it's bad.
All right, I put out a poll. I'm going to end the poll now, I suppose.
There's a robot in it. Oh man,
there's a
robot in Jason X. Holy cow!
There's Ladybot.
We got to get to No Retreat, No Surrender. Damn it! We have to find a way to watch True Lies. We have not been able to watch this movie for like a year and a half. I can't.
They won't let us. The powers that be won't let us find it.
The best slasher.
Dana
is Jason Voorhees. Jason Voorhees by a chopped off nose. Jason Voorhees beats Michael Myers.
Yeah, he's a great. He's the slasher of slashers.
All right.
Yeah, Jason's the best.
That is your champion.
Even though Michael Myers came out first, Jason did it best.
Jason wins by a slash. So anyway, the little nerdy guy who faked the drowning and he couldn't get laid because there's not enough girls, he wanders off. He sees someone in like another.
Well, no.
Or something.
First, he sees them. You know, because this is after they walked all the way to the other side.
This is right before that. You're right.
Yeah, he sees them like kissing, and he's like, "Oh, nobody wants me." So he turns around like kicking pebbles, and then he sees somebody standing in the doorway of one of the buildings there, and he's like, "Hello." He's like, "Can I help you?"
Can you imagine?
And they don't respond, and
he's like, "I'm a super genius. What are you up to?"
Who's that mysterious figure that ran away when I looked at him and called out to them? I'll go into the dock and see what they want.
Yeah, he said, "Can I help you?" And he just follows him into a dark cabin. It makes a lot of sense.
Yep. Yeah, it happens.
Makes a lot of sense. You should have waited till the 29-year-old cabin or camp leader came back. Camp horny leader came back.
Now, as
I'm gonna go by myself.
As the double impact representative of the African caucus, Jericho. Did you find yourself calling out to the screen when he did that?
Is this Africa City or
just
the African American caucus?
No, this is the communist Havana-like African city.
Did you
know,
yell
the
out
one
to
we're
him?
all from?
Did you?
No,
yell
I
out
did
to
not.
him, "Don't go in there, white boy." Did you?
That's not how you would even sound, man. You would be like, "Do not go in there, white boy." That's the accent of the land. Yeah, diplomatic. Like that's the
That's the German, Romanian, African accent.
That's right.
No, I just shook my head and was like, "What a fucking idiot."
No, you were like, "Go in there, dick."
Get what you deserve. Get what you deserve, Ned. Dumbass.
So he goes in there, and we don't see him come out. He goes in, but he don't come out.
He got everything he wanted.
Yeah.
Ned got everything he wanted inside that cabin.
Yeah, you don't forget about Omar. He ain't with us no more. That was the Mike Tyson sort of. Yeah. So.
I gotta tell you guys, we gotta review another one on here too, because I've heard people say "Stay Gold, Pony Boy" for decades.
Yeah.
I did not know what that was in reference to.
You serious?
Outsiders?
No.
Dude, that's my closer, man.
I watched The Outsiders about a week ago. Pretty good movie.
Yeah.
You know.
So I used to say that ever since middle school, because when we read The Outsiders, we all picked names and everybody decided that I was Johnny. So I always say it with a laugh. I go, "Stay gold," because everybody's like, "He can't make it that long, man. He's off the rails. He gonna stab somebody." But I will tell you, I love watching these movies when you know that they're made. There was this hilarious sequence where they're getting ready for this sex scene, and she's pulling her shorts down, and it catches her underwear and starts to sort of pull it down too. And you can see her go to stop it, and then she goes, "Wait, this is an R movie," and she stops. And I just kept laughing. I was like going,
Whoops.
that was the best. She was like, "Oh no, oh wait, never mind, fuck it." Like, it was like really hilarious. I was crying, dude.
It ain't that kind of party, lady.
It ain't that kind of party, lady.
Yeah, but they got their love making on.
Yeah. Yeah.
They did the mattress mambo. And then
Yeah,
after, they're kind of laying there post-coital, and she gets up. And, you know, of course, it's the classic, "Hey, where are they? They're going to get soaked out there." He's like, and the guy playing the guitar says, "Not where they are, if they are where I think they are." Because you know where they went. You know, a couple goes off in the woods together. About to, you know, someone's getting fucked. So, after that,
that's why you don't run camps anymore. You're like, they just.
Hey, everybody, no, whether you want to or not, find somebody, fuck them. And so afterwards, she gets up. She starts to get up, and Kevin Bacon's like, "Where are you going?" She's like, "I gotta go pee." And then she comes back, she leaves, or she walks away and like puts her shoes on, comes back, grabs like a rain poncho. But when she comes, so after that, when she gets up, the camera pans up and you see the kid, you see Ned laying in the bed, dead. Ned is in the bed, dead. On the top bunk. So when she comes back to the bunk, when she walks back, you would think that she would see the top bunk and be like, "Holy shit, you know, Ned's up there," but she doesn't. And she's like, "Oh, I'll be right back." And so she goes out in the rain, you know, I guess to the outhouse or whatever. And he's laying there, and he lights up a joint, and he's laying on his back, and he's smoking, and it's this drop of blood that lands on his face. I guess Ned's blood soaked through the mattress. And he touches it, and he looks at it. He's like, what the fuck? And before he can do anything, a hand comes from under the bed to hold his forehead down, or to hold his head down. And then you see an arrow come up through his neck. And it doesn't puncture the skin right away. So you see it kind of under the skin trying to come through. And then it breaks through, and it's just big old puddle of blood in his neck. But it was a great special effects.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was a good kill. Good kill there.
It's great.
Good kill there. Slasher, who we don't know exactly who you are.
Yeah, you just see the hand, and he's holding his head down and just flip. So she left the room to go tinkle, and then he thought, she was come back, maybe get a little round two, and then the old killer said, "No, that's it for you, buddy." But if you got to go 5 minutes after something, might as well be that,
Yeah, you get the point. What's one of those?
Kill me. Hey,
dude.
I gotta refill my water. I'll be right back.
What would the slogan for Camp Horny be?
Well,
we need a slogan.
You'd be no.
Come to Camp Horny, come one, come all.
Yeah. Come on. With a C-U-M. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, and Kevin, I was talking about this. So you've got the first Friday, Nightmare on Elm Street. You've got Johnny Depp. You've got the first, Friday the 13th. You've got Kevin Bacon. So you're actually got these two guys tied to the start of these horror franchises. There it is, Camp Horny. You've got the shirt already. Come on, come on.
Yeah. Come fuck around.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I was working on that while you were.
There it is.
Yeah, there you
that's
go.
It.
That's the power of what we can do here. I can make.
That's right.
On the fly.
Put it up on the site.
Camp Horny, come on, nature. But it's C-U-M on nature.
That's right. Get lost in the bushes.
Yeah, get lost in the bush. Plenty of bush.
Oh.
Right. Okay, so he gets killed. She went off to the little girl's room.
Nice. Hey, nice tits.
And she's got a splitting headache.
Yeah, that shit happened. Yep.
Dude, she got fucked up. Buried that axe in her grill.
Have you been stabbed in the forehead or killed by an arrow through the neck? Call me, St. Bernard Sanders, attorney at law. I will get you your money's worth. I'm an ambulance and car chaser. We have a new show.
Do you have a farm tool protruding from the front of your face? You need to call me Barney Sanders. DA, I will win. I work for butt sniffs and snacks.
That's right. He does work on there's a little bit of retainer you've got to give him.
Oh.
But, if you want him to represent you in a murder case or anything like that, if you happen to go to a horny camp where people get murdered, he has won a lot of cases. And he contacted me last week about sponsoring the show. He wanted to do a sponsorship. This is St. Bernard Sanders. He is Bernie Sanders as a dog, as a district attorney.
Yeah, he's serious. No bones about it.
Yep.
That's right.
That scared me.
Anything can happen on this show, guys.
That's right.
So, he has a great record, too. Corporate law, criminal law, family law. It doesn't matter. He knows all of it.
That's right. Do you know how much money he got this girl's family for the St. Bernard Sanders? How much money did you give to this family again?
If memory serves correct, I got this family approximately $25 million.
Wow. And they didn't have to pay you money, right? You took a payment in butt sniffs, right?
Yeah, I took a bunch of bacon strips. Remember? What's in there? Bacon. It's bacon. Remember that? I get paid in bacon strips, and I got to sniff the entire family's ass for 5 minutes apiece.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, okay. So,
Not
guys.
bad,
If you're looking for legal representation, Call 1-800-SNIFS a lot.
Yeah.
And we can get this.
We
guy,
got your back.
He's a winner. Saint Bernard Sanders, everyone.
Yeah.
I heard he used to be a senator from Vermont or something. So
Yeah, he's very. He's a lengthy past. He's done a lot of things.
Yeah, I saw a behind the scenes photo of this actress who is now 69 years old.
Hey, bro.
Yeah. And she's sitting on the floor, smiling and waving to the camera with the axe in her face.
Oh shit!
And I was like, "That's alarming. I'm sorry.
It's still there after all these years."
I know.
So what if she had to? What if they were like, "Look, we're not going to redo all this makeup. You're just going to have to eat lunch like this.
You're gonna have to sleep in this. Come in, AM call."
She's in the cafeteria trying to eat.
Yeah. Her roommate on the film had a heart attack and died. Came in the room and saw that. Yeah.
It's funny when Kevin Bacon got the arrow through the throat.
Yeah.
He was also making this same face about 5 minutes before.
Yes, he was. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking about talking to that girl from logistics. Things go right. I might be showing him my O face. Oh.
It's like he's going, oh. What if that's how when he...
You better keep your mouth shut.
He tries. Like, he really tries. Oh. But, you know what? I asked... I would ask people... when I worked at Trader Joe's... I would come up with these questions to ask them. And one of the questions was, I would ask the ladies. I asked both of them, but the guys already knew their answer. But the ladies, I would ask them, what if you had this perfect guy? He's tall, he's handsome, tattoos. He gets in a bar fight and then, he's washing off some oil-covered duck with Dawn soap the next day. He's this guy that doesn't exist, right? The bad boy who's a good boy and all this shit. Whatever he is, whatever the perfect guy is to you, you have this guy in front of you. The only thing is, when he climaxes, he makes like weird sounds, like he barks like a dog or something like this. He goes, oh! But he can't help it. Like it's a neurological thing, and he's perfect in every other way. It's just that whenever he reaches his climax, he makes a something like that, something weird, and they're like, most of the girls are like, oh hell no. No way, and they wouldn't even think about it. No, it's gross. A couple of the women were like, "Yeah, he's perfect," and they were usually the older women, who had been through some shit. They're like, "Yeah, no, that's his only thing. We'll get through it. I'll yell with him, And then
that's what you want. You want to ride or die, bitch. It'll get weird with you.
Go Vols! Falls over.
But the guys, every guy was
the War Eagle.
Yeah.
But every guy was like, yeah, I don't give a shit. She's perfect in every other way. Like, yeah, he's like, yeah, for sure. I don't give a fuck what kind of noise she makes. Like, every guy was like, did not care. And I would ask the women, would you date a guy? Same thing. He's perfect, but he's 3 inches shorter than you. Every woman was repulsed. Nope, hell no, won't do it. Disgusting. They wouldn't. But every guy was, and I asked the guys, what if she was 3 inches taller than you? And every guy was like, I don't give a fuck. She's perfect in every way. Cool. I don't care. So guys and girls are.
You're talking about a 6'7" chick for me, dude.
But she's perfect in every way.
Yeah.
I guess.
6'7" chick comes up to you, Gabe, let's say hypothetically, and she's like, hey, Gabe, how are you doing? And you're not into it? You're telling me,
Can I
pleasure to meet you.
Can I ride on her shoulders at the county fair and
do whatever you want? I mean, she's not like a behemoth, but she's
a tall bitch.
That's a huge bitch, but she's just tall.
We gotta do Beverly Hills Cop 2, man. Fucking hell.
No, that's from
Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo. Yeah.
No, I know it's from Deuce Bigelow, but I'm saying we gotta do Beverly Hills Cop 2 for that. How long does it take you to shave those legs?
Yeah, that's a big bitch. It's a big bitch. But yeah, 3 inches taller than you. That's nothing.
6'7", she'd probably be.
But you're 6'4". It's not like you're 5'8".
You'd be like a volleyball player, like some Valkyrie princess with blonde hair and blue eyes. Shouldn't have said that. My wife
see, blonde hair. I thought you were all about the dark.
Well, I was thinking about like a Valkyrie,
But, sure, you are. How often would you say you think of a Valkyrie? Is it more than once a day?
Today.
She's perfect. Yeah. Whatever perfect is to you, that's what she is. The only thing is, her only flaw is that she's 3 inches taller.
Gorlock the Destroyer.
Warlock the Destroyer.
And not to say that it's even a bad thing. I'm sure most guys wouldn't even see that as a bad thing that she's 3 inches taller.
Yeah.
But women certainly see it as a bad thing if a man is 3 inches shorter. Believe
I
that.
would for sure, if I would for sure date a woman that tall if I were single, because our progeny would be a Division I athlete and possibly a pro ball player doing something. Because you got me.
What are you talking about?
Like, okay, if you take the female genetics that would make a female 6'7", that means those same genetics make a male like 7 feet tall. You know what I mean? Because like in my family,
this whole thing is hypoclavical, Gabe, because Big Baby was produced through perfect engineering. So
that's true.
You don't need it. You got Big Baby.
She has quite the height advantage.
But
yeah, man, you have like 4 or 5 of those. You got a damn basketball squad ready to go.
There you go. Brian McCormick, he says the dude, I think he's talking about our mustachioed friend with the curly afro, was banging the waitress chick. All right, better him than me. Was in the original story, but taken out. Okay.
But she was cool. That little back and forth, little banter they had, and his meal, whatever he got, looks like coffee and a piece of pie or some shit. It was like $3. So she says, it comes to $3 1/4. Like, damn, $3.25, and he gave her was it $2.75? I think it was $2.75 because he gave her 3, and he told her to keep the change, or $2.25.
It was $2.75. It was probably a steak.
Right.
This is 1979.
Yes, probably like a fucking. There's a ribeye with all the.
Don't let your mind go to what $2 could get you in 1979.
I'll have the surf and turf, please.
Yeah.
That'll be $3.50. What? It's highway robbery.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, that'd be great. So he tosses her a few bucks. Hey, keep the change there, you ginger thuds. She wants to bang him because first, when he says, how much I owe, she's like, how about a night on the town? I'm just kidding. And then
he's like, I'm kidding, unless you're not kidding.
Yeah, sure. She definitely would have been taken into the bristle for sure. Because on the way out, she's like, good night. Like, one more chance there, buddy. You get the real warm pie, right?
She's like, you could be 11 minutes late back to them kids.
Yeah, who cares about those little bastards? You've been gone all day.
What could go wrong?
You've been sitting in here since noon anyway, and it's fucking dark outside. What's another 15 minutes?
It was tree fitty.
That's right.
That is such an old internet joke. That is one of the oldest jokes on the internet.
She's like, you know what? I'll use one of them tricks I used to use on the GIs when they came back home. You'll be out of here at 10.
Right. Get you taken care of, boy.
You got to twist it a little bit. Twist, then pump.
Yeah. Wait, no. He's on
dear.
Get out of here, and he feels
that
used.
Sounds like Barney the Dinosaur.
She fucking throws his balled up rain jacket at him. Get out of here, kid.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
feels all like, oh my god, I feel used.
Exactly.
She made him feel cheap.
Well, be careful. Be careful. Be careful.
We gotta make that animated show, man. We gotta do it.
Be careful. Oh.
I told you that thing could go off.
Don't touch me. Don't
That's
touch
right.
me. Leave me alone. Give me 30 seconds.
The don't touch me thing is too real.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Oh, yeah. Can we zoom in on those menus? That was a really good one. Yeah.
Oh, that'll make us all sick. $1.25 for fucking bacon and eggs. Son of a bitch.
Hold on a second. I'm just trying to do a little something here. Trying to help. Oh, fuck. Come on, man. Son of a bitch. Hold on.
Come on.
Go ahead, guys. I'm editing something. As I like my new powers that I can edit in Photoshop while we're doing this because my brand new computer is fast enough.
Word.
So this guy's he's headed back, right? He's headed back in the Jeep.
Yeah, pouring rain. I mean, driving fucking torrential downpour. It is coming down. And he gets all, gets all squirrely and goes off the road. But luckily, there's a good old sheriff right there to help him out. Hey there, buddy.
Oh, hey, guys.
You guys got me going. Now it's over.
Looks like you got some engine trouble there, buddy.
Hey, what's wrong? Your car looks a little sideways.
Oh, dude, how great would that have been if when the guy was wearing the Native American headdress, he came up and went, "Looks like you guys are having some engine trouble."
No. Hey, that's you don't see that. That's fucking racist.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'll help you. I'll help you pull your car out of the ditch, but maybe you should be driving around in the pouring rain like a jackass.
He's super blunt, Barney.
Oh, God.
He's not trying to be rude. He just tells it like it is all the time.
He has no social cues. He just says it.
He has no time for bullshit, no time for niceties. He just tells it like it is, this guy.
Yeah, would it be too hard for you to stay where you were and wait for the rain to stop? But I'm out here soaking wet helping your stupid ass. No, it's fine.
God.
Hey, no, don't turn the fucking key yet. Just wait.
Oh, jeez. Holy cow.
Man. I love that concept, blunt Barney. He's just fucking rude as hell.
Well, there, you back on the road? What? No, thank you? Oh, fuck you too.
He's the kind of guy you'd sit down to eat. He'd just tell you the food you made wasn't any good. Or oh, what is wrong with that guy?
Hey, excuse me. Yeah, this food you gave me. Would you happen to have some baked asshole back there? Because I think it would taste better.
Oh, that's just that Barney being Barney. What a rascal. He can't get mad. That's just how he is.
That's how he is. He's very quirky that way.
He doesn't mean anything by it. That's just, he's not from here. He's not from here.
Uh-huh. And he just bitches all the time about his wife and kids.
Hey, you don't like the food. How are things going at the old casa, Barney? Things going all right there with the missus?
Yeah, well, same shit, different day. Had I known this is what it would be like 20 years down the fucking road, never would have got down on one knee. She looks like her mother.
But what about the boys? You got the you got the high schooler and the elementary kid. The little one.
Yeah, they're okay. The high schooler, he's a little weirdo. I saw him painting his nails last week. Fuck!
Was he the one that was watching all the anime all the time?
Yeah, very, what do you call it, emo?
Is he telling you stuff like you just don't understand? And he's like,
yeah, you don't get it, Dad. You don't remember what it was like. Of course I do, you little fucker, even though it was 65 million years ago.
What about the little one, the little Barney Jr., the one with the fourth grader?
Hey, he's my little buddy. I'm teaching him how to cuss now.
Did he get into your Miller Lights again?
No, not after the beating I gave him last time.
Oh my goodness! But he learns. At least he learned his lesson.
Hey, you know what they say, buddy? Pain is a good teacher.
Well,
so
my dad
I took my belt off, I folded it in half, and I whooped his little ass.
Oh my goodness! Well,
my God.
Hopefully it won't happen again.
Yeah, you never know.
Oh, Jesus!
Tell me the truth. You kind of hope it does, right?
Yeah, I kind of like it. I like hitting that little bastard. But you know who else I'm gonna hit? If I don't get some fucking dinner!
Oh my God!
All right,
dude, not the Barney we saw on TV.
You should probably go, Barney. We'll talk to you later, bud.
Oh God!
Fuck off!
All right, Barney the Dinosaur, everyone.
Blunt Barney.
Blunt
My
Barney.
face hurts. Oh God!
That was real life Barney.
Yeah, dude, that guy has a lot of fucking problems. I didn't know that.
He does.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, we know when you have to put on that front out in public all the time with the kids. Barney, sign it. Barney, hold me, hug me, Barney.
All right.
That guy has a life too.
Yeah, we should have seen it coming that he would crack like that.
Nobody's always that happy and bouncy.
I'll tell you this: the last 3 times he's come to my house, that dude smells like a distillery. He smells like pure grain alcohol when he talks.
Yeah, probably. And he's shit faced. Did he drive over there?
if you could call it that.
Yeah, try and take my fucking keys.
No, well, you know, he's kind of scary because you don't know if he's going to do something. He comes in my house and he tells me, hey, your mailbox got knocked over. I know it was him, but I can't, because last time, you know, he went crazy when I said
he's, you know, 12 feet tall, about 650 pounds.
Right.
He's a load.
That's true.
And if you upset him, who's gonna do something? Who's gonna
he sits in the back seat. Big
No.
boy.
Yeah,
He's serious.
I don't know. I wish he'd stop coming over.
Yeah, keep praying for him, man.
So poor Barney.
No, I mean he's always cool when he's sober. It's just he's never sober.
Nicest guy when he's sober.
Yeah.
The 3 minutes a day he's sober, nicest guy.
Yeah, the problem is it's 3 minutes of apologies every time. He's like, I'm so fucking sorry, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, God. 3 minutes later, well, go fuck yourself.
Oh, and don't let his football team lose. Oh,
dude, 3-4 gallons of Jack Daniels, man. He's a problem. It takes a lot.
Right as rain.
It takes a lot.
Did you know?
But he wakes up with the cold sweats and stuff. He has to drink. It's really sad.
And then his fucking wife, she tells me he's gambling again, dude.
Yep.
He's going up to the casino. He's driving up to the Indian reservation, drunk, by the way, and gambling again.
Shit face. But they try to put the cuffs on him, but he is a dinosaur. So he breaks the cuffs. He crushes the squad car. Nobody can really stop him. And until he hits rock bottom, I don't think there's anything we could do.
Yeah. Because
they tried. Remember, his family tried.
All right.
His wife's family tried an intervention, and he ate all of them. So
right.
It was a fucking bloodbath, man.
Fucked up, man.
So, what do you do? You sit back and wait. Just
nothing, Barn. We were just talking about football.
What's that? Did I hear you say intervention? Where'd your little friend go?
I said
that's right. Run, fucker.
I said intention. I said intentional grounding when Mahomes threw the ball in the game last night. That's what we were talking
football
about.
Talk. Okay.
You got any hot gambling tips for this weekend's action?
Oh man, I got a horse I picked down in Los Angeles. It's called Sugarfoot. Don't let me down or they're gonna kill me.
He's racing at Santa Anita?
Yeah, I think so. I was drunk the last time I was there. All I know is I need this horse to win. These guys aren't fucking around.
Oh my god. Do you need to stay somewhere, Barney?
No, I don't run from my problems. I'm not a pussy. I just don't want to die.
Well, you got to handle your business, man. Jericho's got your back, and so does Sean. I'll be out of town.
It's good to know. Thank you, fellas.
Oh, goodness. Well, I thought you were leaving. Did you come back in because you needed something, or
no? I just thought you guys were talking shit.
No, we would talk shit about you, man. You're one of the buddies, man. You're one of the guys.
Okay, cool. Guess I'll get out of here and go fuck my old lady.
Oh, well, all right. Have a great night. Drive safe.
I will. Best 2 minutes of my life.
Oh my goodness. How do we have so many friends on this show?
Ripping. It's we attract good people. That's what it is. Well, in Barney's case, he's good underneath. You just gotta dig through layers.
I hope he gets home safe, man, because he drives like a fucking lunatic.
I hope he gets help.
Dude.
That's what I hope.
Holy shit, man.
Like 7 DUIs?
7 DUIs, right? How's he not? He must have a hell of an attorney.
You guys are killing me.
Only the best. Of course, he has the greatest attorney. You're looking at him.
How were you able to get him off on that 7th DUI? He hit a school bus. And
they had no proof.
Bus, the little bus, you know?
They had no proof. Those kids were acting up, and the bus driver was distracted. And not to mention, the breathalyzer gun wasn't even calibrated properly. My client is innocent. I'm so happy because I've never sniffed a dinosaur's ass.
But I got to ask you, and I hope Barney's not around, your conscience, man. You know that he's drinking, and you're getting him back out on those streets. How do you sleep at night?
I sleep like a baby. Because it's on the state. They have the burden of proof. All I have to do is get my client out of here and smell that sweet reptilian ass.
Oh, my gosh. Well, you are amazing at what you do. I don't condone all of it, but there's none better. All right, we'll see you later, St. Bernard Sanders. Have a check in on Barney later. Make sure he's all right, okay, man?
No problem.
All right. Have a good one. Sniff an ass for me. Back to the show, guys.
Hard to argue.
I don't know. You know, and when you need representation, St. Bernard Sanders is there.
You want the worst or the best?
Right. You know, do you want to go to jail? Because I don't
want to go to jail. Or you want to go home?
That's right.
Which one is it?
That's right. So anyway, curly Afro mustache man gets a ride from the cops because his Jeep breaks down. He heads back to camp. So far, Kevin Bacon's been killed. The lonely jokester guy's been killed. The hitchhiker girl's been killed. Kevin Bacon's lover, his paramour, she's been killed. This girl's going off to bed. And this is after, we don't have a picture of it because we do less pictures now. They were playing strip Monopoly.
They sure were.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
And she was losing.
Monopoly's ever looked good. Yeah.
She was down to the skivs. She had a little bra and panties on.
That's
And
right.
then the other girl, she was about to take off her shirt, and then the storm blows the door open. You know, another little jump scare for you.
Right.
It blows. The wind blows the door open, and some of the Monopoly money blows everywhere. And he gets up and closes the door. Then that's when she gets up and says, "Well, I'm gonna go home. It's late or whatever." So she, grabs a rain jacket, runs out, goes back to her cabin, puts on her Little House on the Prairie pajamas.
Now she's modest. A minute ago, she's being a degenerate. She's playing degenerate Monopoly stripper shit.
But when she's alone, it's different.
Yeah, she's a lady now.
When she was running around, in the diaphanous white nightie, and it was pouring rain on it, I go, I don't know much about this movie, but I'm gonna guess for some reason there's gonna be a lot of light all of a sudden on her, and sure enough, they got it done. Yep.
So she's getting ready for bed. Got her little nightie on. I'm going to get comfy, and it's hard to get comfortable at Camp Horny.
Right, and the bathrooms
Really
are separate from the little cabins. Each camp counselor seems to have their own little bedroom cabin.
Yeah, not bad.
A central bathroom thing where there's the plumbing, and also there's a generator throughout the whole camp to give them some little bit of electricity for some light bulbs and different things like that. That'll come into play later. So, and it runs on diesel, just like in John Carpenter's thing. So this guy and the short-haired girl who was kind of making googly eyes at Mustache Man, they're the last two. He's going to go out to the generator to see if it works, or see if he can get it working again because it's shut down in the rainstorm, or did something else shut it down? And the short-haired girl's like, "Hey, you want me to come with you?" And let's see, what is this here? Why is there an axe there? Oh, whose bed was there an axe in?
The girl.
So yeah,
which girl? This girl?
So, yeah, that girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
she goes. So
she's
she's
2 girls left.
That's right.
Yeah, he goes looking to see. He's like, "Oh, actually, I think what it is they go, why don't you go check on her and see if she's all right?" So he goes out to check on her, and when she goes back to the bed, she sees a bloody axe in the bed. And so she kind of goes, "Oh shit, I'm not mistaken. I think is that him or her, Funny? I think it's her, right?"
That's her, yeah, because he has a red poncho.
Yeah, that's right.
That's yellow. So I think in the foreground is the red-orange poncho, and in the background is the yellow poncho.
That's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. They both go out there because he's like, "Yeah, do you want to come with me?" And so they both go out. That's right. And they find the bloody axe there, and they're like, "Oh shit, this couldn't be good."
Right.
A bloody axe in the bed is never good, and I know they say never say never, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's never a good thing.
Feels suspicious for sure. Mustache Man.
Exactly. We found the killer. It's fast asleep.
The Mustache Man, he comes back. He gets dropped off by the cop right by the camp. He gets out to walk, and someone approaches him with a flashlight, kind of blinding him with the light. And he's like, "Hey, who are you?" Is that what you would say to someone in a dark, rainy forest who shined a light right into your eyes?
Ridiculous.
Like, what the fuck? Not, "Hey, who are you, buddy?" "Hey, what's going on there, guy?"
You remember that thing we talked about once where you have that sixth sense? We've all had it in life where you get creeped out and you know you need to run.
100%.
I told you I walk with my wife all the time. We walk a couple times a day in the neighborhood for exercise, about a mile and a half, about twice a day. And in the fall, in the winter, it gets very dark. And one night it was pitch black out. We're walking kind of in an area where things get real quiet and I could feel it, like feel it in me, on me, like whatever, that feeling you get. And my wife and I, we weren't talking for a minute. I turned around and go, "Can you feel that?" And she's like, "Yes." I'm like, "Let's get the hell out of here." And we left. I don't know what it was, an animal, a person, what. But if you're in a dark forest and someone blinds you with a flashlight, that's the warning.
Get the fuck
That's the warning. I remember I was in the mountains with my wife, and it wasn't quite sunset yet. There was like an hour and a half or two, and there was a little trail that was like a 2-mile loop. We'd never been in it, and if you've ever been in a trail, they're not as clear as the map when you're there in real life. Like you can get lost easy. And we walk into the trail about 30 yards, and there's a canopy of trees and this and that, and it's hilly with rocks. It's a mess, this trail. And there's like a display from the Forest Service, a big wooden board with painted on it, covered in acrylic, about bobcats or mountain lions are in this area. Here's what they do, and here's what they feed on, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay.
They feed on you.
We should leave.
Yeah.
We should leave. We're not ready for this. You know, because we were just driving up to this mountain, it was a gold mining town. It's like an hour from San Diego, just to like, get some dinner and hang out and stuff. And then we're like, we shouldn't be here at dusk when it's hard to see.
Yeah.
And there's bobcats.
That's a good way of putting
it.
it.
When it's hard for us to see what's hunting, what's looking for us, it's like broad daylight to them. Yeah.
Right. So got that feeling, that little magic feeling, and you leave. So,
yeah.
Yeah. You guys ever get that feeling?
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I listen to it. Period.
Every time. Every time.
Didn't you talk to a serial killer once, Sean?
Yeah, I did.
Famous.
Yeah,
Where did you
smoke
talk
cigars
to
with him? So, yeah, he came to visit our college and to visit a friend of mine, actually, a really good friend of mine, and he was on the lam, which we didn't know, and they met. She lived in the Bahamas. His family lived in the Bahamas, and he had just finished off some people. It was a mother-son grifter couple, and fucking hell. He almost got into it with these two guys, and me being, me, I was sort of the peacekeeper, because I saw this dude. I go, he's going to fucking kill you idiots. These college boys, art school college boys talking. I'm like, you guys have no fucking survival skills. I was like, get the fuck, stop this shit now. And she was trying to calm shit down, and I'm like going, hey man, I was like, so you said you got some Cuban cigars, right? Like, let's go chill out. Let's go do that so to break these guys up. And I was talking to him, and everything I fucking thought was confirmed. Like, he was just kind of staring, and it was what it was, man.
Dead eyes, like predator eyes.
Yeah, because this is the thing, right? When I saw him staring down this kid, who was just this kid, David H., who was a piece of shit. I saw him staring this guy down. He was looking at him, and there's this look that people get when they have priors or they're on the run, which is they're not measuring whether they could or desire to kill you. They're looking at the feasibility of it. Like, I'm on the run. If I kill you, it's going to draw attention. And I'm trying to stay with people that I know who they wouldn't think I would be with. And which is what I know now. But the reality of it is that, yeah, if you have half a fucking brain, I think Michael Jai White was talking about this, that if you know shit and if you've seen shit, you know who not to fuck with. And it's not always what you think of. It's not how big the person is. It's not how... Like, I've seen people who you just see and you go, do not fuck with this person. It's a survival skill. I'm amazed when people don't have it. I'm just fucking amazed when people don't have that.
Knows.
I fucking know. Let me tell you this right now. I fucking know. 100%. Yeah. It's fucking crazy, man. And it's like you gotta listen to read the fucking tea leaves, which all of these movies were inspired by the fucking serial killers, right? Of the 70s. That's what it was. So it's like people always think it's like, what, is this big dark van pulled up next to you? No. Ted Bundy, who is always talked about as he was a rising star in the Republican Party, and they always try to paint him that way. Well, he drove the most Republican of cars, which was a Volkswagen Bug.
Yeah.
And just throwing that out there, but he was driving a Volkswagen Bug, and he would approach women, giving his fucking name. He'd say, I'm Ted, and he had his arm in a sling. That's when you go, there's something fucked up here. If you don't know that, if you're waiting for some guy with an axe or something, you're fucking, no. No fucked up when you see it, dude. No fucked up when you see it. It's like, fuck.
Oh, man.
The two that went out to find
no, but he's gonna kick out. He's fine. He's gonna
get out. He's gonna kick out before the 3 count.
He will be missed.
Well, his neck is slashed and he has 3 arrows in him. He has one in the stomach. You can't see it.
It's over.
So
the eye through the back of his head or through the front of his head. Either way, it's going through the brain box, through the neck, and then one in the body. And then let's cut his throat for good measure. Yeah, he's out of here.
Right. So now the only one left is, what is her name in the movie? The character, I don't even remember, but she's the only one left.
Final girl.
Yeah, I don't remember any of these girls.
Yeah,
I don't remember any of their names.
This movie is 92 minutes long, I believe, and 80 minutes of it is this is the entire plot.
Is it Janine?
Let's say Janine. I don't know.
Yeah,
because it's not Brenda. Brenda's out of here.
Yeah, Brenda ain't with us no more.
Annie's out of here.
I think it was played by a woman named Adrian or Adriana or something.
Oh, Adrian King. Yeah. That's Alice. Alice is her name.
Okay.
Adrian King, yeah.
So this movie is 92 minutes, and the first 80, this is the entire plot. Young adults go up to a camp to set it up for the kids that are coming in a week or two and get stalked and murdered. Literally nothing else happens for 80 minutes. That's all that happens. What we just showed you, that was like 80 minutes. We're down to the last 10 minutes of the movie. And as I was watching the movie with my wife, I'd never seen it before. I'm like, how is this a hit movie that spawned a franchise? This movie is boring. It has no story. It's one thing. People getting killed by a weird stalker that you can never see. This movie flips a switch in the last 10 minutes.
Damn
and
right it does.
I think the last 10 minutes is great. And I know as a writer myself, I suspect this is all they had for the idea. The concept at the end of this movie is a great one, very similar to Psycho. And they didn't have anything else to lead up to this. But when they get to it, it's fantastic. So
yeah, I mean, well, we talked about, I've heard a lot of people having conversations. I think Bancroft and I were talking about this, Michael Bancroft. You and I have talked about this. There's this misconception of the importance of story, because it's not about its complexity. It's not about it's kind of a mystical sort of weird thing to pin down, and sometimes there's a mix. You look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 1 that probably spawned one of the biggest franchises of all time. It's just a story that works, but it's got its own thing. It's not, Citizen Kane, or it's not, freaking War and Peace, right? Well, in a story like this, and it's not even so much a twist, right? They tell you everything you need to know in it, but it's so different than Halloween, right? It's not the same fucking movie. And there's this attitude I think people have sometimes where they go, well, it's one of those slasher films. The difference between one of those slasher films and Friday the 13th and Halloween is the take they took on it, which was, in this case, you don't have this, there's Michael Myers, he's the killer, he will come for you, he's, he'll never, this, you're like, I don't know who the fuck it is. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. I think the end of this is actually really good, and it makes me understand why this franchise took off, because it had to be the word of mouth, like, dude, the ending of this thing is crazy. So the guy's shot with the arrows, everyone is dead, but what'd you say her name was, Jericho? Alice?
Alice, yeah.
Alice. So Alice is the only one left. She barricades herself back into this place, and the body of her friend, the nude Monopoly player, comes flying through the window, all tied up and killed. So she got killed, and she's on the run. And it turns and the lady comes in and talks to her, and she says,
"Yeah, but again with the headlights.
She's outside. She's outside in the Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. She's outside in the Jeep, and the
hits her with the headlights. Help me! Help me! Oh, what's wrong, dear? And she looks like a kind older woman, that's
right.
It might have taken her a second to think, what the fuck is she doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
Right.
But she starts telling her, she looks at the bodies. Oh my goodness, I can't believe they should have never reopened this place after 1957 when that boy was killed. And I was working here. I was in the kitchen, and they were supposed to be watching him, and they weren't. They were off having sex, and he was my son. And she's like, oh, okay. This lady's nuts.
Yeah, she's Pamela Voorhees, mother of Jason Voorhees, who drowned in 1958 when 2 perverted teenagers were getting their freak on in some shed somewhere.
Yeah, and let's also say this is a thing that when people say what captures people about this movie, like what captures people in the time, like, and it's not to do a doctoral dissertation on it. It's just real simple. What was she doing? She was working at the camp. She wasn't one of these people having a party. She was working in the kitchen. And all she asked for these young kids coming up, she was working to try to support her and her son. She asked, just watch my kid, and they were too busy fucking around. This working class person who was working at the camp, and these young kids screwing around, having the time of their lives, oblivious to the fact that her son was dying. That is what is fueling her. Fucking intense, man.
So that's
fucking
why
intense.
whenever she catches people doing the horizontal mambo, she gives it to
Gets
them.
her all pissed off.
Yeah.
You know, her son's splashing around in the water fighting for his life while they were somewhere fucking for their lives. So
Yeah, she looks all right, though. I think she's cut. No, never mind. Fuck that. No.
she looks like she's adjusting.
She's not well.
Yeah,
so
they
she's
fight,
teeth whitener, sharpening her teeth.
And fight, and she's stabbing at Alice and stuff. And chases her out of the building. She and then Curly Mustache comes hanging out of a tree. I was thinking that killer bitch must be strong. She's throwing
really
bodies
strong,
through
dude.
windows, hanging them up on walls with arrows. Excuse me. I had to burp. Sorry.
Let me tell you. Yeah, here's the thing that I kind of found myself thinking about, all right? So, I mean, look, I'm not trying to figure it all out, but it's, you know, she pulls up in the Jeep right after this kid got launched through the window, and I'm like, yeah, she must do a lot of, like, gym work, because, I mean, she tossed that girl wrapped up dead through the window, man.
Right.
It's like, that shit ain't easy. Come on now.
When the girl goes on the run, she's looking at it from 100 yards away or whatever, running into the night, into the forest, and all of a sudden she starts talking like in this little. She's all, "Kill her, mommy, kill her." So, I will, baby, I'll catch her, whatever. And she's doing like a. So right there is obviously an homage to Psycho, where Norman Bates is up in the house arguing with his mom, but he's just yelling at himself. And I love how Seymour Skinner and his mom are like Norman Bates and I never put that together till I watched Psycho again the other day. Seymour, I'm not the principal of the line, mother, and you never will be. I always love that line from the show.
That's so weird that the way he was like doing her voice and stuff like that.
Right.
It was
the
trip. But old mommy lost it here.
Yeah, she's dead. Kill them, mommy. Kill them. I will, baby.
I will.
And then this is great horror movie. Like the first 80 minutes are so boring in this movie. And then here you have her. She gets into the armory where they have, this is the 70s. Kids learned how to use guns and it was all safe. You go in here, there's 30 rifles, but she can't find the ammo. And then this steel desk here, she realizes there's 2 locked drawers. So you know what's in there. So it's great, this scene. Because I didn't think this movie was scary at all. Didn't make me jump once or nothing. It's a little gory, but nothing we haven't seen in 2023. But this builds tension, man, because she starts hitting that chain and lock with the gun, and she can't get the bullets out. And you know mommy's coming, you know?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. And see that big-ass knife on her hip?
I was about to point that out. Yeah, dude.
Dude, that's all business right there. And so, they're fighting each other, throwing each other around, hitting and punching and shit. And mom gets knocked up against, I don't know, this pile of things.
None of the minds are trying to act like he's never been drunk.
Yeah. By the way, kids, I don't know if you guys know this, but Mama Voorhees is where the expression "don't stick your dick in crazy" came from.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, yeah, you're right. It used to be "don't stick your dick in Voorhees." Then they just
that's right.
Don't stick your dick in
crazy. Because it didn't quite roll off the tongue, but she'll back that ass up on you, and then what do you do? Then you
I love that. All of a sudden, I saw Keanu Reeves there for a minute. What do you do? What do you do?
What do you do, dude? Dude, what do you do?
Oh my God, her ass is my go-to, man.
Oh, I blew it, dude.
But I think they had to have the female survive because you don't want you wouldn't want a man beating up a woman, even though the woman is a killer. Like it would just like some guy slapping around some lady or something. Who? Oh wait, he's come back in. Oh my gosh, Barney. Hey man.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I'll tell you what we weren't doing. We weren't talking about you. That's for sure.
Okay, thought you were talking about me punching the ladies.
Well, now that that you're here, I wanted to ask you, have you ever had to defend yourself from a woman?
Well, here's a phrase that I found that I like to live by. The phrase is, I'm only going to say it once.
Say what once? Just kidding. Kidding, Barn. Kidding.
Okay. Watch it there, fucker.
Hey, 10-4. 10-4, big dog. But okay, so you may or may not have had to defend yourself. Would you have dated a woman like this? Because I heard she can cook. She cleans house real well, but she's a little nuts. Do you ever date a kooky one?
Oh, for sure. They have the best punani.
Whoa. What makes you say that?
I don't know if it's like wetter or more warm or something, but they have great punani.
Oh, okay. That's the same in the dinosaur world?
Yeah, I have a good sized purple dick. Sort of like a nice tight punani to put it inside of.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I thought you were going home, man. What are you not being like you don't have to leave, but what are you doing here?
Just having a couple of more drinks. Is that a problem?
It's never a problem.
Okay,
No.
good.
Okay.
I don't want to have this discussion ever again.
Trying, guys, I'm dying.
Okay, buddy. Well, we're just about wrapping up, but please get home safe. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just saying be safe out there.
I'll be fine. I drive better when I'm drunk.
Well, yeah, there's wackos out on the road. Not you. There's just other wackos. So, not that you're a wacko or ever would be one. So,
Yeah, you're in thin ice there, buddy.
hey, okay. Well, Barn, you should probably get home. The lady's probably wondering where you are, the missus. So, thanks.
Let her wonder. I run that fucking house.
Okay. If you want to take anything from the kitchen, feel free.
I already have.
Okay. Well, yeah, we had a few more Bud Lights in there. I thought you weren't drinking Bud Light anymore. That whole Dylan Mulvaney thing.
Oh, I know. I don't drink Bud Light. That's for a certain group of people.
Not your people. Okay.
Not my people.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if you'll come back again, but we'll be here a little bit longer. Okay, Bard? Have a good night. Drive safe.
Hey, as long as you have cold beers, I'll be back.
Okay, I think we're all out. So have a good night. I don't think
Well,
I'm gonna buy
then
any for a
buy
while.
more.
Oh, okay. I'll get more. What kind do you like?
The alcoholic kind.
Okay. Barney the Dinosaur, everyone. Oh, goodness. He's fast becoming a new favorite of mine.
He's a wild cat, dude. He's a
Guy's
wild
insane.
motherfucker.
I don't fucking care if he hears me. That guy's a fucking asshole.
Say it a little bit louder. Then I'll believe you.
You fucking say it loud. I'm here talking to him. You're all there like you're a mute all of a sudden. You can't even talk when he's here.
Dude, I'm not saying shit. I don't want his focus on me.
He fucking stabbed a guy when he used to live in Illinois.
Dude, he's a loose cannon. A loose cannon. You keep inviting him back. So
I thought he was just visiting. He's lived there for 2 years now.
he's not going anywhere. Nobody wants to evict him. Man.
Whatever. Barney the Dinosaur. Fucking hope a meteor hits him.
Oh, careful.
I know. That's a slur with his people.
Barney has ears everywhere. That's very offensive.
I don't care at this point.
I don't care.
I'm just hanging on to life just by a thread, man.
Do what you can, man.
No,
I do what I can, man.
If the people at PBS knew what he was up to in his private life,
what he really thinks, how he really acts.
I think I'm gonna record him next time he comes in here. I'm gonna set up like my iPhone and just record his ass. And then we'll see.
Some proof.
Then we'll see.
Some
I don't like
evidence.
I don't like him anymore. He used to be part of the crew. I don't like him anymore. You guys can be friends with him. I don't want to.
I'm not saying shit.
Fuck that guy. Fucking dinosaur coming up in here.
Fuck you, man.
Fucking comes in my house without pants on. Fucking asshole.
I do think, in his defense, I think he goes everywhere.
That is true.
Yeah. let me just say real quickly about this fight. When you have the chance to finish off a multiple homicide committing murderer, do it. Don't just run away because you hit her with something lightly. Really lay into her and close the deal.
Yeah.
Just
Put her down.
Yeah,
Please.
she hits her a few times and gets away, and hits her and gets away, and hits her and gets away.
She pushes her down practically at one point, and she's like, she's not getting back up.
Yeah, she looks down for the count.
She clunks her in the head with a cast iron frying pan right here. Look at the grip she has on the frying pan, though. It's a terrible grip.
Oh yeah, girl. If she had the right grip, she's not even holding it. If she had the right grip, she would have caved in her scalp. She would have been done for.
Use the side, sweetheart. The side.
Right.
Like, no, I hold things like this. This is how I hold things with my knuckles, you idiot. That's what happens.
Yep. Kids today.
She clonks her in the head. There's a tiny bit of blood on the ground. So she runs off. She runs out to where the boats are, the canoes. But then that lady rolls up on her again.
Yep.
They break a canoe paddle. They're fighting with the sticks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She gets her hands on a machete. And, she takes her head off.
Boom. And her hands are still like moving and stuff after she takes her head off.
Right.
She's still like twitching. But this is the intro. This is the introduction to Jason's signature machete. Maybe this is why.
Right.
Because that's what they took his mom with.
Right.
That's right.
But machete, like we said earlier, Gabe, he'll use anything.
Right.
But the machete, that's his go-to.
Dude, that is my go-to. A machete to the neck, bro.
He's also into the knife holsters, man.
Yeah, he has a holster for it and everything.
Yep, because
Very professional.
He's like his mom 2.0. You know, he's got all the
that machete strap. I mean, and the whole image of Jason, you know, the big hulking figure, no emotion. He doesn't talk. He doesn't run. He just walks with, you know, this intense purpose. And you're gonna trip and fall, 6 times. The car's not gonna start when you get there. We all know that.
Right.
So his fast-paced walking will catch up to you, and then he'll probably punch the driver's side window out, and then drag you out of the car. And kill you in some cool way.
Let's take a moment on this movie just real quick to talk about how incredible this series is and why you can't even fathom stuff like this until you experience it, till it happens, which is to say, first movie, blockbuster success. Jason isn't in it. Second movie, sequel, another success. The hockey mask has not even entered the picture yet.
Right.
All of the iconic, when you say Friday the 13th to people, everything they imagine in their head isn't in the first 2 movies.
Yep.
That's how insane the series is.
Yeah, this one, the first Friday the 13th, the budget was $550,000, and it made $60 million.
By the way, during a period of hyperinflation. In
the
1980.
1980.
That's crazy, man.
Yep, made $60 million in only a $550,000 budget. And they were going to originally have Sally Fields play Alice's part, but she was too expensive.
Yep.
Brian
I
McCormick
believe
brings
at
up
that point was
something.
14%. Go ahead.
Brian McCormick brings up something great here. Best jump scare ever. Pretty sure it gave hundreds of heart attacks. It is one of the all-time jump scares. The best jump scare in not just my opinion. I saw it somewhere online. Like, I don't know if it was Internet Movie Database or somewhere. The best jump scare ever, I believe, is in Mulholland Drive. There's an insane jump scare in that movie. I won't spoil it for you, but I'll tell you this. It's in a part of a movie that shouldn't be scary, and there's something horrifying that fucking comes out of nowhere. And in Mulholland Drive, that's David Lynch. And stuff is dreamlike and wacky to begin with, already creepy. And the jump scare in Mulholland Drive, I think, is the king of all jump scares of all time. This is a superb jump scare. I knew about it. My wife didn't. So I put my hand on her on the couch.
Oh, nice.
And I told her, I want to tell you something when this is over. But so what happens here, she cuts the lady's head off, and kind of smart defense. She paddles out to the middle of the lake, figuring she's safe if she sleeps on a canoe 100 yards from shore. And the cops show up. That classic thing where cops show up at the end of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Cops show up. They're going to save her. She's in the canoe. And watch this. Now, it is a jump scare. I'll play fair with you guys and kind of spoil a little. Well, I'll play fair with the audience because they didn't sign up for this, So let's see. Present, share screen. Okay, here it is. So she's in the canoe. She's smiling. She's looking off at the cops on the shore. And watch this. This is fantastic. I guess Jason was down there the whole time.
Yeah. It's affecting.
Yeah.
It's affecting.
Yeah, it's a great jump scare. Watch it with someone who hasn't seen this; it'll make them jump out the couch. It's a good one, because it's so idyllic and quiet, and the sun is out, and this mud-covered zombie comes out the water like, bleh.
Yep.
So, and then she wakes up. It's another fun trope that you see in so many movies and TV shows, like in bed, And then the police explained to her that there was no zombie boy in the lake, and you were out there by yourselves, and we pulled you out.
What are you talking about?
We thought you was dead, lady. We thought you was dead, not stupid.
Yeah, we didn't think you was a fucking retard.
And then she goes, that means he's still alive or whatever. And then it fades away to the lake and scene, and the movie's over. And the birth of one of the all-time, I'd say a top 2 horror. To me, I think the top 2 scary monster stalker guys are Freddy and Jason, right?
Yep.
I think you think of them before you think of Michael Myers. I think he's like 3rd, but it's Freddy and Jason, right?
Yeah,
that's what I always
100%.
felt growing up. So yeah. And, they tell her they didn't find any more. Yeah, that's right. So
yeah.
So Jason,
he finds them.
Right.
That's how that goes.
That's right. Oh my goodness. So what did you think? I'm glad you suggested we do this one for Friday the 13th. Sean.
Dude, that was I almost missed it. It's like the missus was talking to me and she goes, she's like, so you guys said you were gonna do Friday the 13th. Is that why you moved the day to Friday? And I go, no, we got problems, baby.
My water heater.
No, but I said we got shit going on. I didn't even think about it. So if she hadn't suggested that to me, and then I went, oh man, Gabe was saying Friday 13th. This is the YouTube God smiling down upon us and saying, do this, man.
Right.
Do it.
It was awesome.
Do it.
I hated that movie for the first 80 minutes, and I thought it's like a football game where your team is losing, and then they win at the field goal at the last minute, and it's glorious. That's what this was like. This has a
It's
great
like the Snow Bowl. Adam
Right.
Vinatieri gets up. It's good!
That's right. That's all Shant and I have now with football is memories. The Patriots are fucked. The Broncos are fucked. So it turns out they settled something up there in New England, though, Shant.
Yeah,
I guess it was Brady and it wasn't Belichick. Because that was always the argument. Is it Belichick? Is it Brady? We have conclusive proof. It wasn't Belichick.
Listen, who's going to let the air out of the foot? Never mind. My point is this, all right? My point is this. We were seasoning the football for starters. Look, guys, this is New England, okay? Our baseball team for so long it's the Red Sox. Think about New England. This is the thing about New England. We want it to snow and we want shit weather because complaining is our language. If you put us somewhere nice, there's no point. We work hard and we're like, fucking snow. And we complain about the snow in June. There's no snow on the ground. People just wiping their noses and going,
but it's coming, though. It's coming. It's going to be in a few months.
The Raiders are playing the Patriots this Sunday. Shant versus Diesel.
Oh, careful, Raiders.
We're squashing these beefs.
Careful, because
is it in Vegas or is it in New England?
Fuck knows. I don't know. I'm only following fights, dude.
But the Patriots, they just came off of a pretty serious ass whooping, so they might be looking for some get back on the Raiders.
Listen, my New England sports team for many years was Irish Mickey Ward. Okay, that's how I follow sports. That's what it's about, man. Well, I live for fights.
Mickey wasn't enough. He had to name him Irish Mickey, just in case.
Dude, they were confused. They were worried people would think that it was Guatemalan Mickey Ward.
Mickey,
so
yeah.
There are
a lot of Mickeys floating around.
Although you say that, but everybody who
Scottish
sees
Mickey, yeah.
Everybody who sees Canelo Alvarez is like, is he Irish? Like Irish fans love him because he's got red hair, dude. Like when he first came on the scene, they go, like you could hear the announcers like, Mexican Saul Canelo Alvarez. Like, they didn't know what to do. Man.
They don't look like it.
Come on, you people need to travel more, man. Like everybody knew what was up.
I like that they name him after food.
Yeah, cinnamon, man.
Canelo is cinnamon, and then what was the other one? Chocolatito. What? He was a little.
Chocolatito. Yeah, man. He was the shit.
But the greatest Mexican food-based boxer name. This guy must have been hung like a mule. because his name was Pepino Cuevas.
That's right.
Pepino, meaning cucumber.
My favorite Mexican fighter of all time is, of course, Eric Morales, whose nickname was Eric El Terrible Morales. Let me tell you, that is the fucking greatest ever. Right. And I love Julio Cesar Chavez because he's the best of all time. You can't.
Ward versus Gaddy.
Yep, that's one of the best fights. Round 9, I think, was the greatest round in boxing. Round of the century, as they called it. Yep.
I liked my favorite round was round 15 of Balboa versus Creed.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was a good one, I gotta say.
If people fought like that in real life, the fucking brain damage they would have.
Dude, no, Rocky, you gotta watch.
They wouldn't make it out of one round. Getting hit in the face that many fucking times.
No, guys. You gotta watch. If you have not seen it yet, hold on. I wish we wouldn't get copyright struck for this. When the stream is over, I'm going to hold you guys hostage, and we're going to watch the round of the century with Ward and Gotti, and you tell me, and bear in mind, there were 12 rounds in that fight. It went to decision. Jeez. Those guys were just, man, cut from a different cloth. Yeah, God bless them.
Something. All right, well, Double Impact Halloween continues next week with Psycho.
Right on.
This is a fantastic movie, guys, and not like a horror movie thriller, just as a movie. You can put it up against Godfather and Gone with the Wind and all these. It is so well done. The suspense is insane. It's not scary. It's gross. I'd say it's more gross than scary, the movie. But the tension is amazing. And, of course, it's Hitchcock. We were talking in our little text chat that we do. I think it's Hitchcock's best. My 3 Hitchcock is Psycho, then Rear Window, then The Man Who Knew Too Much. I love all 3 of those. I think they're fantastic. So, we're going to do Psycho Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific. We will be here, hot water heater notwithstanding.
All good.
So I got the 6-year warranty because it was $780. If I got the 12-year warranty, it was an $1,100 water. Same water heater, just $1,100 for the 12-year warranty. That's fuck it. No, thank you.
Yep.
No, thanks, you prick.
All right, guys, hit the like and share it out. That helps us around here. And guys, you support this. You make this channel happen. You make Sean's channel happen. You make Jericho's happen. You make Dean CAIN All-American Lawman and all the other goodies that are coming. You make those happen. So please support me tonight. Support Sean. Support Jericho. We love doing this with you. It was great to spend a Friday night with you guys. And we will talk to you